Oh shit! I'm running this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my mistake. Normally it's you. Hello, everybody. Real quick. Episode 234, a Real Talk story. This is going to be a lovely review of Peacemaker, which we have George Carmi, SammyJReacts, possible cameos from the Peacemaker universe.
Y'all
there it is.
James Gunn might not have gave y'all cameos, but we got one right here. This is the real.
There's a cameo. This is the.
Gotta look at my little dog right here.
Your wife holding the glass.
Oh, he's so cute.
Little dude,
God,
say
I
what's
love
up.
him.
This is Isaiah, everyone. Isaiah James Alvarez, so little Isaiah J Reacts. He's gonna give us his take on Peacemaker in a little bit, but I just
he's looking terrified right now. I feel so.
He's
bad.
Like, what am I seeing? Right, he doesn't know what to look at. I got like a ring light up. I got my.
Oh no,
Isaiah!
No, my man. Oh.
That may or may not be a preview of our feelings on Peacemaker.
Oh no, I love this. Oh my.
God, and if you're wondering why I have shades on, it's because the illustrious Sam Raimi has graced us with a trailer for his next film. Quite possibly the greatest film of 2026. Send help.
Dude, wait, why are you wearing glasses though? What does the glasses have to do with that?
I was trying to make it look cool when my son came in, but the glasses clearly.
No, it was cool. Hey, it was cool.
Oh, that was sick.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
I'm way too high for that cuteness overload. I almost started tearing up just seeing.
How many MGs? How many MGs are we talking? Allegedly.
Right now, 10. Just 10
Allegedly.
right now.
Okay, we're chilling. Allegedly 10 is.
Allegedly.
We're just
nothing
absolutely.
confirmed.
But I'm just happy to be back, man. Just happy to be here. Happy to be back.
What is it? What is it?
I feel like it's been a long time.
What is this? 4? This is your 4th time because you're here for X-Men, Spider-Man, and
think
you
all the
joined.
nerds. Yeah, I think it's been 4. About 4.
I think
we did something else. I can't remember.
We did X-Men. We did Spider-Man animated series.
Oh, that's right.
We did.
We somehow
think of any, so
didn't do Born Again, and that was like the one that we all, I think, unanimously like.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Oh, Invincible. We did Invincible.
Invincible. Yes. Okay.
Invincible.
Oh, the boys. The boys. Season 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Gen V in a couple weeks. Anyone?
Hey, the way Gen V's going.
I watch it.
I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again.
Have you not watched Gen V, George?
Season 1, I haven't started.
Well, yeah, I meant season 2. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, season 1 I have. Season 2 I have not.
It's this stupid 3-episode release gimmick, man. It just
Yeah.
doesn't get everyone on board.
I think they did that because they knew the first 3 episodes kind of sucked, but after that, it's been really good.
Yeah, it's been fire. But yeah, it's just like
it's really good after.
When they drop 3 episodes, I just drop the show off.
I agree.
I'll finish this whenever.
Stupid. Do weekly releases. Put that Green Goblin mask on. All right.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's calling to me.
It's looking at me. It's
calling to me up
I
there.
can feel it pulling me in.
Narman's not on sabbatical, honey.
All right. We're going to talk Peacemaker today. We're going to do our normal gimmick where we just go episode by episode talking about the series itself. Mr. Alex Coleman may or may not be joining us. I think
speaking of more cameos,
he is at the same location.
Yeah.
He texted us leaving now 10 minutes ago, and he has not left.
Yeah, he's playing 2K with his friends or something.
When the podcast needed Alex Coleman most,
he vanished.
Gone.
So yeah, we're gonna talk through Peacemaker. Normally we'll ramble. Normally we'll talk for hours on end. I got to go to bed at some point tonight, fellas. So this might be one of our shorter, which by shorter I mean like an hour and a half. I don't know. Well, yeah,
dude, our X-Men episode. What was that shit?
Dude,
fucking 3 hours.
I was looking at I thought it was fucking Red Zone. We had an Octobox. It was crazy.
Octobox.
God.
Yeah, we don't love.
That was so fun. I love
7 hours of commercial free podcasting
for X-Men season 2, man. What a leap.
Dude, 2026 is gonna with Daredevil and Invincible in March next year.
Yeah,
I'm about to let it.
Daredevil on Wednesdays, Invincible on Thursdays. I'm in.
My joy might return. It might finally return.
Big in.
All righty. Peacemaker season 2, 8 episodes released, written by James Gunn, a part of the DCU, not the EU. That's died on impact. Obviously starring starring John Cena as Peacemaker, Danielle Brooks, Freddie Stroma, Jennifer Holland, Steve Agee, Frank Grillo, Robert Patrick, among many others. If you have not seen Peacemaker, season 1 is canon to the universe. Season 1, you're and again, if you haven't seen the Suicide Squad, where you're introduced to John Cena's Peacemaker, the season's not going to make sense to you. So obviously, you gotta go watch those. But we're just gonna get right into season 2 itself. Actually, we'll do high level thoughts real quick. George, you just watched it because George has lost his touch in life. And
no. I watched the first 2 episodes on release, and then I had 2 weddings, 2 weeks of the film festival, and I stopped.
Come on, Walsh. When are you gonna give a guy a break?
Yeah, seriously. This guy.
You want what is it? You want forgiveness? Get religion.
W. I can always count on Cam to get my slop references.
I got you, dog.
Even though that's peak. It's not slop. That's peak.
It's slop.
That's peak. That's peak.
George.
Absolutely.
Thoughts,
Slop.
comments,
You
concerns?
guys are insane.
Absolutely slop. I just finished. I just binged. This was 8 episodes, so I just binged 6 episodes over the last 2 days. I'll start with this because I'm not going to backtrack on this because I hold this opinion very dearly. I still think, regardless of my thoughts of this season of television, I still think John Cena as Peacemaker should be in that RDJ, Charlie Cox, Hugh Jackman conversation. I genuinely, like, as I'm watching these episodes, I'm thinking to myself, there's no one in the world that plays this character better than John Cena. I think he's so good. I think he can be so tender when he needs to be. I love when he can get violent. It's so awesome. It just brings back like WWE flashbacks. It's sick. Even when he's like being comedic and funny, I think he's genuinely a funny actor. And then even beyond Cena, I think the whole cast of characters is fantastic, with the exception of Economos, who I think is so unbelievably annoying, man.
Big as hell for no reason, bro. That was my takeaway. I'm like, why are you 7 foot tall for no fucking reason? Get on the court. The Warriors need help.
Absolutely.
Get on the line. Show
me one of these.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Give us a shot.
Bro.
Sorry.
I love Cam, man.
I love Cam too.
But yes, the entire supporting cast. I love Vigilante. I think he's hilarious. I think Adebayo is really funny and also really like emotional and tender when she needs to be. Harcourt is really kick-ass. I love like one of the first scenes of the season when she's in that bar just beating the fuck out of people because she was told that she has toxic masculinity, which also I think is one of the funniest scenes ever. Because you like expect the camera to turn around to like a dude, obviously, and it's fucking like this really small white blonde girl who's looking with like a dead stare at this man. I was fucking cracking up. Season as a whole, I think this is, in my humble opinion, a step down from season 1. That is not necessarily a bad thing because I think season 1 is one of the best seasons of comic book television ever, and I will always like adhere to that. I was blown away when that came out in fucking 2023 or whenever it came out. I think this season they try to focus a little bit more on Peacemaker's trauma, and I think in moments it's done very well, especially in, I think it's like episode 7. I'm not going to spoil anything, but in episode 7 there's a moment where it's done really well. But I think it also leads to like a lot of like, I don't want to say bland moments, but I feel like every episode was just kind of like repeating the same things of like I was about to say John Cena, Peacemaker, trauma, Harcourt trying to reconcile with Peacemaker after he killed the love of his life, Rick Flag Sr. trying to chase Peacemaker every episode. He's like barely moving the needle. He's barely getting closer to John until like episode like 7 hits, when there was that cameo in episode 6. So like I think there's like a lot of like dead weight throughout this season, but I think its highs are still so fucking cool. Even like episode 1 when he goes through the quantum tunnel and he gets into the fight with Peacemaker 2. Like I think that whole sequence is sick. I love the this is a spoiler. This is in episode 7, so I'll refrain from that. But I think there are some really fantastic sequences in this show. What I will say, and this is maybe why I think like this episode of our podcast won't be as long as X-Men or Invincible. I think this show lacks moments. You know, like in X-Men, you have, the name's Gambit, Mon Ami, and we talked about that moment. Yeah, we talked about that moment for like 20 minutes. Got chills. Okay. Spectacular Spider-Man. There were so many big moments with Peter and Norman, even at the end of Spider-Man, when we find out the time loop thing. Like, that's a moment. Like, I feel like Peacemaker lacks like I don't know how else to describe it other than just call it a moment. Yeah, like a staying.
Not really. Like I'm even trying to go to wrap my head around like a quote or maybe something. I was like even something. Invincible, bro. Like we had like I'm so lonely. Like so many quotables.
Exactly.
And
I almost think the moment in this movie was in the wrong episode. Episode 8 should have been episode 6 of this movie, but we'll get to that. But I think that might be an issue with it.
I agree. I literally texted you guys once I finished episode 8. I go, nothing burger finale. I was like, they really like. I was so
like you just wanted to see Superman
cameos. I mean, George confirmed just wants cameos. Multiverse of Madness all over again.
That's what they called me in high school, man. Cameo Carmi. That's all they called me. But like the finale, it felt like that episode was missing like a half hour. Like it really did. Like it felt like they all lined up and started walking. Like all right, we're jumping ahead. We're going to go episode by episode. We're jumping ahead. Good season. Step down from season 1. I think the cast is awesome. But my biggest takeaway is just that I think this show just lacks, like Sammy said, lasting moments or however you worded it. But like it's James Gunn, so like I think the violence works. I think the comedy works. I don't think the comedy lands as much as it like will in like a Guardians movie, but I think it's pretty on par with like a Superman movie. Same thing with like the tender moments in the show. I think it's pretty on par with like Superman as opposed to like Guardians 3, which like almost makes me cry when I watch it. And then the soundtrack also bangs. November Rain came on, and I almost immediately texted you guys. That's it. That's the best James Gunn needle drop in any project right there. Like that's the best song he'll ever use. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Sammy, thoughts? High level?
Yeah, I have pretty high level thoughts. I have pretty similar thoughts to George. Definitely a step down from season 1. And I think the crux to the issue is the fact that it's in an interconnected universe. And also the fact that James Gunn was tackling this while doing Superman. So I feel like you're starting to see the seams crack a little bit because of all of that pressure on him. Go ahead, Cam.
Not an original take. This is from a tweet, but someone said like Peacemaker is something that you can clearly see. By the way,
I just noted. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Sorry. Someone tweeted this. Peacemaker is very clearly a show that was being written while someone was working on something else. And I think that is like a perfect criticism of this show because there are just pieces missing. Like there are just pieces that are not there. So
I was going to say,
go ahead, George.
I was going to say, I literally just now I was looking while Cam was doing that intro to see who directed every episode. And I was shocked to see that
I don't think James directed.
James Gunn directed all 8.
No.
What? No, that can't be right. That can't be right.
He directed 1.
Maybe 1. I think maybe 1.
2.
My bad. I was looking at
6. He directed 1, 6, and 8.
Yeah, I was looking at the written by column. That's my fault. You're right. Yep. Okay.
Yes. No, you're good.
Less surprising.
Yeah. No, but I mean, especially when you compare it to season 1. Season 1 felt like a nice self-contained season where you could possibly not even have another season because it ended so beautifully. And I think this season really did just feel like it was James Gunn saying, this is my life or what I would want my life to be. It really felt, I said the finale really felt like a vlog of his life or a vlog of what he thinks his life is. And that's why we had so many needle drops, slow motion moments. The second we got 2 slow-mo walks with John fucking Economos' big ass, I was like, all right, I think we're overdoing it a little bit. Yeah. If I hear Foxy Shazam's "Oh Lord" again, I might lose I like it though. Don't get me wrong. The intro's good.
I said when we watched the first 2 episodes or the first episode, whatever it was, I was like, I'm waiting for the intro to hit. By the end of it, man, that intro fucking hit. And let me tell you,
Yep.
There's a moment, the moment where Danielle Brooks and the rest of them go like, and they're like 3-step out as the beats go out. I don't know what it does. It scratches like an itch in my brain, man. I fucking love that moment. But continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think that's just it. It feels like it's kind of the issue of when you have this interconnected universe, and either you're all in on that or you're all out on that. And that's to me, that's where I felt kind of like the way I described the finale for me, or at least the season as a whole, probably because it was affected by the finale, is it felt like a tie in football. Like immediately after watching the finale, I was like, I don't know, but there were so many great moments throughout the entire season that I feel like there was a lot more good than there was bad. I think I ended up giving it like 3.5 out of 5 if I was to use letterbox terms for the season, which I think is solid, still really good. But yeah, kind of disappointed is what I would say. I thought it would be a lot better.
What's the timeline of event? Does James Gunn made season 1, and then it was announced that he was taking over DC, right? It wasn't before.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. It was after.
Yeah.
This was like a one-off thing because Suicide Squad was so like well received critically.
Yeah.
Obviously the box office not great. So they were like, oh, let's give him a spinoff. And he was like, oh, I actually want to do this. And then they kind of gave him the job because Peacemaker and everything else he's done was so successful.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
No, that's what I was going. I was going to give. I still going to I want to give James Gunn the benefit of the doubt. Like he probably didn't anticipate making a season 2, but then he's like, oh shit, I made this DCU season 1, and I need to tie it into my Superman movie or universe, and now I got to make a season 2. Like this strike, like I don't know, like this probably overplays like the lack of quality, but like I feel like it's very clear this was not supposed to happen. Like season 2.
I think I think he really wanted to make it. So I don't know necessarily like if it was confirmed it was going to happen, but I think it's always been something like he wanted to make and was ready for it if he got a chance. But yes, like as you say, okay, now it's connected to your universe. You connect it how you want. Then obviously you're not going to make it the exact way because you know you're not going to have Lex Luthor in an episode. Yeah. Sorry, spoilers, but like you're not going to have that. Yeah, I fucked up. My bad. But
and I'm the guy. And
it's
you know me all the time.
I assume if people are watching this, they know. But my mistake. But I'm just saying, like, you are clearly changing it a little bit in order. I bet he always had a similar idea to do alternate Earths, Earth X, like different things, but like kind of into the universe.
2 and 1.
I guess
at this point,
I
who cares?
But so yeah, I think this may be a great time on this pod, might be just not great because we all kind of agree. Very, very disappointed with this season as a whole. I liked the episodes individually as we were going, and especially like after episode 6 and 7, I was like, okay, now it's hitting its stride.
Sorry,
you got me. Yeah.
You got me. That's the one brain rot that won't go away, dog.
No, it never will, man. It's
hits every time.
To go away.
I don't know why.
But after episode 6 and episode 7, like I was like, they've really nailed it. Like this is hitting its stride. So now I love this. Like, and I think if I really loved episode 8, I would think of this season as a whole much differently than I do now. Whereas I don't love episode 8. And so now I think back to episode 5, when it's basically just like Chris wanting, like the entire episode is 30 minutes of Chris wanting to get to the other Earth and then finally getting there, and nothing like you could have made that in 5 minutes of the show, but you stretch it out into 30 because you have to pay your best friend. Give me a sec. What's his name? Who plays the eagle fucking hunter?
Oh, you're talking about Michael Rooker?
Michael Rooker. You have to pay your best friend Michael Rooker for 25 minutes of screen time a check so that he can go.
We're not gonna. Well, I don't know if you guys want to get into that now or wait for that episode, but I have a lot.
Let's wait real quick for the episode.
Okay.
But like,
I got a lot to say
looking back on it. What was that?
Bro.
What was that? Other than
Looney Tunes ass episode, bro.
Like there's a difference between paying your best friends to like be in your movie and then paying them to just kind of like hey, here's your 25 minutes, therefore I can give you $1 million.
And that's the crazy thing is every episode felt like, besides the finale, like that, I mean, of all the episodes, that one should have been like 35 minutes long. But all the episodes were like legit 35 minutes long
max.
Yeah. And it's like, it just felt like edging, blue ball.
There's time. That gif, you know, that gif of the truck that's about to hit the thing but never does. Like, that's what Peacemaker season 2 is, unfortunately.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy you guys said that about Michael Rooker, because I was watching that episode and I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, am I missing
what's going on?
I was like, I was literally like, am I missing, like, did I miss an episode with his character? Like, what the
James
fuck am I
very notably
showed up out of nowhere, bro.
James Gunn very notably casts his friends. And 99% of the time I'm like, cool, who cares? Like, if you're gonna cast your friend who's talented and can do, like, his wife, mind you, help me out, Jennifer Holland, incredible in this show. So cast your wife. Who cares? One of his best friends is the guy who plays like Lex Luthor's henchman that in the Superman movie, and then also in Peacemaker that like finds the other dimensions. Who cares? He has a plot point. He has a reason to be in this movie or in this show. Michael Rooker did not have a reason to be in this show, but again, sorry, we'll get to that.
And that kind of speaks to the larger universe thing, because I think he's trying to set something up with Eagly, which we can get to down the line, but it just felt kind of out of place. Like
that's probably fair. And maybe in 10 years we'll look back on it and be like, remember when he did this? It was sick. But right now it's like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like we just bring James Gunn loves to cast Michael Rooker just to fucking kill him. Every one of his projects, he shows up and fucking dies.
Was he in any of the trailers? Did we know he was in the show?
He was the very first picture that was revealed. He was the very first picture of season 2.
Yeah,
I mean, I must
revealed, but it was a back shot. Like, you didn't know it was Michael Rooker. But yeah, I think I tweeted this at like the picture of all right, the Seth Rogen and Step Brothers, where he's like, all right, now the suits seem a little fucked up. Like now the music gimmick seems a little fucked up, because like the entire last episode was just a music video. And I did it. Let me say, the character moments were really, really good. In my opinion, there was no plot in the last episode. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead, but like the argument is always going to be, oh, you want cameos and not character moments. No, the character moments were good, but outside of the 10 minutes of character moments, there was 45 minutes of music video. And I
think I just figured it out though, because he was doing Superman and he felt like he was putting himself on a leash. He was like, I can't go full James Gunn on Superman. I'm just going to fucking nut all over this fucking show with my style. That might be it. We might have just made up a fact right there.
Yeah. And the song is great, but those are my general thoughts. Also, Danielle Brooks makes this show. She is far and away the best part of this show, in my opinion. I love John Cena. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, Danielle Brooks should have had way more. Freddie Stroma kind of wasted in this season, unfortunately. I think. I don't know. Steve Agee is fine. John Economos is fine, I think, but George doesn't like him. And then Jennifer Holland, really, really great.
Is that a hot take? Is that a hot take? You guys don't find him fucking
annoying? A lot of people like John Economos because of the fact that he's like this big dumbass fucking
pussy. I mean, like, am I gonna go to war for John Economos right now? No. But am I gonna say he was fine? Yeah, sure, why not? I think I tweeted that Rick Flag in this and Creature Commandos are just not the same person in any way, shape, or form. Recognizing, he could have had like character development, and that's how he's gotten here. Yeah, maybe you didn't get that throughout the show, though. So like that was my kind of issue. It was kind of like a 180 turn. Like, I understand Peacemaker killed his son and stuff, but like, and in Superman, he has moments maybe where he's like starting to turn on the metahumans, but it's like going from Creature Commandos to 4 minutes of screen time in Superman to all of a sudden hating metahumans is like, it didn't work, I don't think. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think what's his name? Frank Grillo is a pretty good actor at best.
We could just say it. Bring back Viola Davis, because she commands
bring back Viola Davis.
Yeah. Viola Davis commands a fucking room, bro. Give her the respect she deserves. I don't care what the hell's going. And a matter of fact, that should have been like the tease at the end of this show, was the fact that she's kind of starting up Checkmate. I think she's.
Are they still doing the Waller series? Like, is that what
I don't know, bro. James has announced so many things that have been canceled at this point, or just like up in the air. So I don't know.
But okay, I apologize. Let's get into the episodes. Unless anyone has any other general thoughts, yay or nay.
Let's get to
Episodes just kind of picks up with James or Eagly having to go out. John Cena doesn't want to take him outside, so he takes him to the quantum area, lets him fly around the quantum unfolding chamber, as it's called.
Why the quantum unfolding chamber is theoretically endless, right?
I think it's like
it's
99
technically
universes or something like that.
universes,
Okay,
yeah.
so
But-
why would taking Eagly there instead of outside
It was
be a
cold
better?
outside.
It's
It was
cold outside.
That's why he
That's kind of it's dumb,
No,
but it's like
stupid,
in character.
Yeah,
But that's like
he
some
didn't
shit
want to
he
go
would actually
outside
do.
to the cold, is what it was. He wanted to just stay
Right.
inside. But then he finds Eagly knocking on a different door that looks exactly like his, which is where he finds Earth 2. We'll call it, even though I spoiled it earlier. And basically sees a picture of his dad, sees a picture of his brother, I believe at the time, definitely his dad. I think he sees his brother, and then kind of gets freaked out and leaves. 6 months go by, and then you kind of pick up with the story. Now, yeah, George mentioned it. Like Harcourt is kicked out of Argus, has toxic masculinity. She's kicked out of Argus. She can't work for the CIA, FBI, all of that, because she's basically blackballed after Danielle Brooks's Leota Adebayo rats out Amanda Waller for everything she did, who's her mother, in the first season. So that's where it connects to the first season. So basically she's blackballed. Economos works for Rick Flag, which is just one of those like plot points that you're like, this would never happen in real life. That's probably like the least possible thing about this show is John Economos getting his job back and like working to spy on Peacemaker. They'd be like, don't put him around them with a 10-foot pole. He's gonna plot against us.
Don't even give him a job. He's useless. Like
Don't
real
even
talk,
give him a
he's
job,
useless.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is his brother
Literally a dumbass.
Yeah. And then episode just kind of goes through where eventually like Chris is just kind of down on his luck. He's like George said, you deal with his trauma basically every episode of the season. He's depressed and sad and can't find joy on this earth. So he goes to the other earth to check it out that he found earlier, which is where he finds his, he is found
Wait.
by.
Before we get to the end of the episode, you're skipping over the Justice Gang.
In the flashbacks, in the flashbacks, they retcon season 1 Justice League with the Justice Gang.
No. I meant when Peacemaker goes to interview with Justice Gang for a member of their team.
He tries to interview with Justice Gang. You get Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl showing up, as well as his brother Maxwell Lord.
By the way, everyone complaining about cameos. White Rabbit. No, nobody cheered for
White Rabbit was in the episode. I don't know what you want from me.
No one cares.
No one cares
about White Rabbit.
Beautiful.
No one cares. No one cares. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It wasn't White Rabbit a villain. White Rabbit.
She's a Batman villain.
Batman villain. Yeah, I was gonna say a villain in the.
But like, what's like? They gave her a big ass camel toe, and she just walked out crying. Like,
that's who you're talking. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did I miss something? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was just fucking around. Like, that's just those are the kind of cameos we got.
Honestly, I'm shocked. Like James Gunn hasn't used his brother Maxwell Lord as like a more important comic book, like more important character in this universe yet. Maybe one day down the line. Sean Gunn always a person like I like to see in these things. Like I don't know. I have no issue with Sean Gunn. He's fine. I mean, anything else? Like this is my issue. Like I don't think much like happens in this episode, until the end. He goes to
the big thing is him killing Pete. I didn't think that was gonna happen. That definitely,
because you see it in the trailer, so like you knew he was gonna find his alternate dimension, and you like, it was one of those things like everyone's theorizing like what happens. Like, I didn't expect him to kill himself.
I feel like it probably would have been a much more interesting season if they fucking what's that? Like, oh my god, they swapped universes and we followed that Peacemaker in this universe and our Peacemaker in that universe up to a certain point. Obviously, maybe it would have been more interesting.
3 seconds in when Leota comes over to his house.
You're right.
That's when the issue occurs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he kills Peacemaker 2 on accident. Like he says he basically just hits his like peace plate on his chest, and his jetpack goes off and shoots him up into the like sky, and he dies. And yeah, that's kind of where the end of the episode ends. Anything I missed in the episode 1?
They keep teasing the relationship between Chris and Hardcore about
what they mentioned
all that stuff.
Yeah.
One thing that Chris is down on his luck with is that like Harcourt and him had a moment on the boat that he keeps talking about, and in this episode she like basically says it doesn't mean anything to her. And so he's very bummed about that. And then I believe it might be when he's looking in the library, he sees a picture of Peacemaker and Harcourt in this universe as well. Maybe not in this episode. He definitely does in the future, but I think it's in this episode. And has a very like emotional, like, oh, this is like they're happy here kind of thing. So he's seeing it all as roses over in Earth 2. And then it ends with Peacemaker. It ends with John Cena killing his Peacemaker 2 self.
Great hook.
Moving on.
I'll tell you that.
What?
That's just a great way to hook you in. That was a good. That
great.
Was a good
like really good episode.
Yeah.
The orgy was crazy. Like not like just.
I forgot about the fucking hero-gasm. I forgot about that shit.
Hero-gasm. God, good pull.
That was crazy. That went on for so long. Like so
too long.
Unbelievably long.
I mean,
one of
that's
my favorite.
Tonal whiplash going from Superman to that.
One of the craziest things people get mad at is like people are coming from Superman and then see this and it's like, well, it's a rated R show. Like I don't know what you want from them. Like don't let your kids watch Peacemaker. Everyone like it's very clearly marketed as a don't let your kids watch this. Like,
and if you've seen season 1, you should know. Like,
I think that's very true. I think that also is like one thing I always like am very much pushing for is like, hey, do different ranges of like ratings, but like you also can't make it too connected, right? Because you can't have, frankly, like kids can watch a lot of things. I don't know at what age you can start watching orgies. Like I don't know when. Like if I were a 12-year-old, I would see that and be like, "What the fuck did I do?" I don't know what happened, you know. Like Bailey, I'll let him watch the Batman at 12, but I don't know about Peacemaker season 2. So yeah, I don't know when you're allowed to start watching Peacemaker, but yeah, definitely
skip on that episode.
Very hard like rating. It's TVMA to the extreme. So don't let your kids watch it. Do
we get introduced to Flurry? No, that's episode 2, right?
That's episode 2. Yeah,
episode 2.
Okay. Episode 2, you get introduced to Flurry, Langston Flurry, played by
Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows, thank you.
Yeah.
Very funny in the show. Probably the stupidest joke of all time is the bird blindness joke, but I can't help myself every time I see an eagle or a bird. I'm like, what's that duck doing or something? You know, like, all right, you got me laughing about it now. And I don't think it's funny because of the show. I think it's just like a funny thing people have latched onto, and now like, dude, it's like a bird.
It's 100% Tim Meadows' line delivery. I can't explain the way he delivers these lines. It's like so serious, but like when you hear the words coming out of his mouth, you're like, what the fuck is he saying? And why is he saying it so seriously? But it's like so funny when he's like
and he's like pointing the gun at the fucking eagle later in the series, and he's like, I can't tell how big it is. Like that I don't know. It made me laugh. It's like,
well, just his whole interaction with John Economos is so fucking funny, bro.
I forgot who he was talking to. But they were talking about eagly, and he kept saying duck, duck, duck. And then the guy was like, no, bro, it's a fucking eagle. And he goes, I feel like you're taking advantage of my bird blindness. I was like, the fuck are we doing?
I don't think a lot of things this season James Gunn wrote was like super funny. I'll admit, I don't think this season was as funny as season 1 by any means. The bird blindness, man, it got me. It was a funny little bit.
Bro, it had me thinking that there are other characters in this universe that have like dog blindness or people blindness, and they're like misjudging what they're looking at.
We know King Shark doesn't have bird blindness. Bird.
Bird.
And
Shoot the duck. Shoot the duck.
Dude, the whole interaction with him and Economos, and he's like, well, first of all, he gives him a cool ass nickname, Ginger Cool. You look like a Ginger Cool. Don't call me that. All right, Ginger Cool. Like, it's just what did he say? He looked like he collect all the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then he says, oh, I'm sorry. Well, you were learning that. I had 2 bad bitches sucking my dick. Like, it's just the way he delivers the line. I don't know what it is, but it's just 10 out of 10. Give me more Tim Meadows.
Yeah, I think I do think like this season was a miss from like comedy and a lot of standpoints, but like Tim Meadows he's a funny actor. Man.
I would give us more.
He
disappeared in a couple episodes, and I was like, where the fuck is Flurry?
One bit that never hit for me this entire fucking season was oh Jesus, Freddie Strama's Adrian Chase vigilante, like asking them to like ask him about different animals. Never made me laugh. Didn't make me laugh once.
The only time it made me laugh, not a spoiler, but when him and Flurry interact. Yeah, that's the only because it's Flurry.
Yeah, it's funny with Tim Meadows. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But that's that was one thing. Freddie Strama, like I said, just unfortunately kicked to the side in this season, which sucks because he was like one of the best parts.
He's so funny, dude. He's so like effortlessly fucking funny. He's so funny.
You know how everyone glazes Andrew Garfield for his body acting as Spider-Man? Mm-hmm. We got to glaze that man for his physical performance as Vigilante with that fucking mask, because it's like 10 out of oh my god, bro. I'm thinking about
he was not cast. Oh, do we have someone?
Oh, do we have a special cameo appearance?
No.
Do I have to conjure him up?
Said I'm here, but I think he just means at his house.
Yeah, so we'll give it 5 more minutes. Yeah, you're right, Cam. It was supposed to be someone else originally.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And they recast
he wasn't the first
and reshot it.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Shout out Freddie Strama. He's hilarious.
Let me look that
up.
up.
Shout out him in Pitch Perfect. He's got
it doesn't really matter.
So yeah, so Chris obviously kills or Peacemaker kills Peacemaker 2. Adebayo lets Peacemaker know that Flag Senior is monitoring him because Economos is again ratting him out, and like we're not tracking like text messages, like we're the leading intelligence agency in this universe, like just track text messages. But
it's also so fucking funny because there's the one scene where Rick Flag Senior is like, yo, get closer to his house, I need to see what's happening, and you got this 6'6" big dude like crouching and just looking like that is not like a stealth agent there, that's a fucking refrigerator moving through your yard. Like,
people gonna think Bigfoot's outside,
dude. Everything about that relationship, everything about that relationship between Economos and Rick Flag Senior was just so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could argue like he knows that he could get close to Peacemaker, and that's like his ultimate, like that's his ulterior motive.
I think I think that's the implied motive. It's still just not. It's not gonna be funny. Like it's fucking funny.
True.
So what else happens in episode 2 though? Is this the Eagly moment?
This is where
the Eagly moment,
Vigilante kills or helps dispose of. Sorry, he helps dispose of Peacemaker 2. And then basically after that, they basically go have a party on the rooftop. They go have that rooftop party. Which this is where they have the fun. I don't know. This one made me laugh of Freddie Strama, Vigilante throwing the beer to Economos and Economos missing it.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know. That stupid humor made me laugh.
That was good. I like that.
They try to infiltrate Peacemaker's house in order to find that like quantum unfolding chamber door. In which case, basically, Eagly defends the house, and that's where you get the flurry. I can't.
Well, before that, we got to talk about the code name scene because that shit was funny as fuck.
What's the code name scene?
He's giving all the black, I guess the new Black Ops agents like specific team. He's giving them all code names.
Yeah.
You got Mexicali, you got Encino Man, you got Titties, which is the best nickname because that comes back. See, James Gunn is good at planning like these little jokes. When you're like, this is stupid. Why would you call her Titties? But then you, in the context of like the future jokes, it hits like crack.
It comes back at the end. So
the other guy was what? QP was the other guy?
QP or QC maybe? It was something like that because that comes back at the end as well.
And then we also got Sasha Bordeaux, fine shit, in the show.
Oh yeah, we do get Sasha Bordeaux. Was she introduced in the first episode? I think she was.
I want to say she was, but I don't think she said much.
I think
she like briefly came out in the middle of it to like talk.
Oh,
to
she told Economos to go. I think that's what.
Yeah,
it was, right?
yeah.
She's dating Rick Flag Sr. in this. Or at least they're sleeping together. I don't know if they're fully dating. But then again, it really ends with it ends basically like episode 1 does. He Chris again asks Harcourt if it meant anything on the boat. She adamantly says no. And they kind of don't get in a fight per se, but he kind of storms off drunk, and drunk texts Earth 2 Harcourt, which, by the way, I don't think service is working through the universe.
I was gonna say, how did he manage that?
That's cinema sins. Like, I'm not gonna get into that one too much, but like, yeah, that ain't working.
Was it? Oh, look who it is! Oh, he's got this fucking guy. We're putting helmets on.
Oh my God.
Is this guy good or what? Put your mic on.
You're on mute, bro. You're muted. This guy is so stupid sometimes.
This is the only helmet I have readily available.
Let's talk some Peacemaker. Yeah. James Gunn, I love you.
Peacemaker.
Hold on, Alex.
Peacemaker.
What happened at 8:45, bro?
It's 9:45. He was on CT.
His brother was playing 2K.
I was on what do you call it? Black people time. So that's on me. But we're here now. What episode are we on? Because I know
you're not allowed to give your high level thoughts. We are moving on to episode 2 or episode 3. I apologize.
Episode 3.
Wait, quick question. Because I know, we love slop over here. George has kind of waned away from that. Did George like these first 2 episodes? Yes or no?
I so far have been in line with Sammy and Cam.
Yeah.
Across the board. The board.
Solid.
We
right?
did. We did it.
First 2 episodes were. I think I said this in my high level thoughts, Alex. I said I think episode by episode I enjoyed it. I think the last episode though made me really just look at the season as a whole as not very good. So yeah, we'll get into it. You can give your high level thoughts as we talk episode 3. But now
we didn't mention the slow-mo Eagly scene.
Yeah,
gotta mention
got some badass. Got a badass.
Wait, that was episode 3.
That was episode 2. We're moving on to 3.
No, why did they? We're not gonna get into it. I was just I was thinking about how much time was wasted with Eagly's solo scene. Like, what are we doing, bro?
We have talked
the exception
about.
That scene is the exception.
I know Sammy's gonna be like, "Yo, that shit was hard, bro." No, it wasn't.
I never said that shit.
Go find Sammy's
what
video,
are all of
bro.
these allegations?
I know Sammy made a video saying, "Yo, you're not gonna believe how tough this episode was because of Eagly." I know I'll find it. You can't hide, boy.
Nope. See, the classic is the hook. You got to get them in with the hook by saying, "Oh, what's my go-to again?" Fucking, they can't keep getting away with this. Or something. They can't keep getting away with it. But then
I am fresh out of.
We gotta talk about
it. We gotta talk about it.
I will say I hate James Gunn for always making me paranoid when there's an animal on scene because every time Eagly was on screen, I was like, this motherfucker's gonna die. I know it. It's
dude. The fake out later on, I almost punched my screen.
Dude,
punched my fucking screen. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, fuck James. I digress.
Okay, moving on. Episode 3. This is where Chris is now on Earth 2. He is a hero on this earth. He's driving around happy as can be. Not much melanin being seen anywhere. But he's driving around. He's feeling on top of the world. He's got his Earth 2 suit on, going to meet Harcourt 2 at Argus. She's happy in this universe. She's like all ecstatic and everything.
She don't wear pants.
You meet Rick Flag Jr. Of Earth 2 just for like 3 seconds.
Bro. Absolute nerd.
Oh my God, bro. I forgot he was in the show.
I'm not going to crazy. I forgot he was in an episode of the show.
See, there you go. See, like the moments they just didn't hit.
Bro, he's kicking over. Yeah, and then he's like spying on them. He's kicking over garbage cans. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hold on. So is this the episode where it opens up with Harcourt at his crib in the mainline universe? Is that episode 3 or is that 4? I don't remember.
No,
this one opens up with him on Earth 2 going to talk.
No, this episode opens with Harcourt and the Rick Flag, right?
Oh, is this okay?
That's what I was thinking.
It opens up with Rick Flag in Harcourt's. Yeah, so they had a relationship. You learn that they had a relationship but they were like best friends that also they were like friends with benefits. Like they weren't dating. They were best friends that were also fucking every once in a while, you know.
Fuck buddies would be the term you're looking for.
Perfect.
And now she's with
the modern PG
Rick
term,
Flag Jr.
Situation.
There you go. WPR over there. They got good PR at the Coleman.
Incredible.
Estate. Great PR at the Coleman Estate.
Yeah, they you go through the episode and Chris and Harcourt 2 spending time together. Chris saves the day from the Sons of Liberty who are trying to blow up this building. He like goes and stops it, and wins this battle and is all feeling on top of the world. This episode also introduces the just dumbest plot line of the show with Red Saint Wild, Michael Rooker's eagle hunting character.
Cultural appropriation, final boss right there, baby.
Yeah, this is strictly, hey, dude, you have to be in the show for 25 minutes for me to give you $1 million. Okay, how can I write you into this? And so they're going to kill the duck,
the primal eagle.
The primal eagly. I also love that like the name is Eagly and he's still calling it a duck. Like it's just dude, I tell you, the dumbest.
I had to check if I missed an episode because the eagle hunting side plot came out of fucking nowhere.
That big ass fucking horrible musket he had, bro.
Dude, he's doing like folklore.
I don't know why you keep muting yourself.
Alex, stop muting yourself, bro.
Bro, get in the right server. You're in the wrong server.
Michael Rooker's guy was like sniffing and licking shit off the ground. Like,
yeah.
I can find bro. I
don't know why he keeps popping. Like,
wait, sidebar. Did bird blindness hit for y'all? Like, did that like
bird blindness hit for us?
At first, no.
Bird blind.
At first,
no. But when it came back around, I was like, oh, okay, no, this shit.
Yeah, as it was a reoccurring bit that worked. Reoccurring bit that did not work. We talked was vigilantes ask me about this animal joke that he kept telling. Like
I thought that was kind of
all right.
I think it's because the last one hit where he's like, "Do spiders fly?" and he's like, obviously no. Yeah. And then what's his face?
That's because of Flurry, though, bro.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, you're right. It's
100% right. because of Tim Meadows.
Like
I'm telling you.
I love when he's like, "You almost got titties killed." What does he say? He's like, is it funny? Yeah, making fun of my wife. Yeah, but it's just
very.
I'm telling you, the bird blindness, I don't think was funny like originally, but as it just became a thing online, it became funny, and now like I can't stop laughing.
And the same thing with the code names, because at first, like I said, I was like, "Oh, what is it? QP titties? That's stupid names." And then when he comes back to saying it like in a serious manner, it's just hits like crack every time.
Tim Meadows, bro. Like I don't even know if I can give that credit. I don't know if I can. I can't co-sign this because then he's gonna bring this into Mana tomorrow. We're not doing that, bro. We're good. Hey, we're good.
Hey. I have unfortunate news. It's happening. This is his universe.
When Brainiac gets defeated because he also has bird blindness. That's his one weakness.
Economos talks him to death.
The Eagly side plot. Eagly comes into the final kill.
Oh my god.
The payoff.
In this episode, Judo Master comes back. Basically, the team is assembled to go take down Chris at his house. So it's like Sasha Bordeaux, Economos, Flurry, Judo Master, and Red Saint Wild are sent to Chris's house as he's returning to his home. And again, like it's like as you break down these episodes, it's like, my God, did anything really happen here? Like him being in the other universe and stopping that fight, like you have that emotional moment with Roy from The Office. Like you have these moments, but like, is anything really banging and hitting? Not really, in my opinion. So that's episode 3. Did I miss anything? This is where you kind of start. I think like this is where people really start theorizing. All right, these were all white people. What was going on? Like, and like people are just way smarter than me, man. Because I did not clock Earth X immediately.
I didn't clock
it. Was the first
at
thing
all.
I see on Twitter.
Like
this is Earth X, and I'm like, damn. You
guys the first thing that got me was my tipping point was the fact that his dad was like happy. I was like, oh yeah, this shit's not. Well, at first I was like, there's no way this is right.
I go like I thought he was fucking like Democratic white tiger in this movie or in this universe or something. I thought it was like Democratic tiger or whatever he was. Like, I thought the blue suit, I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, they got me with this one.
You want to know?
They got me once they kept saying Bloodhaven. I was like,
yeah,
we have never once. They mention this place so often now. I'm like, you've never once called it that. I'm like, what? Like,
I've never heard of Blue Haven. I don't remember that.
Bloodhaven is just.
It's like the canonical way to say it. Like it's
There's the little 2 dots over the U, but we never
pronounced
them.
Okay.
Is that what that shit's called? Oh, W Bar.
That's right, man.
I didn't know what that shit was called.
That's right.
W Coleman.
Here's one thing about this show that we don't get enough of at all, and Alex Coleman is wearing it right now. Not enough helmets. Peacemaker's whole thing is fucking helmets. Where are my helmets? And I understand, again, like we can get into it, but this show wasn't about the like Peacemaker himself. It was more of a character story of like Chris, which is fine. Give me more helmets. That's the cameo I wanted to see. That's the cameo I wanted to see, was a hype moment in Aura with a cool helmet.
Didn't they add a bunch of helmets though? I swear for this season, like they show like the multiversal. Like there's a whole.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Also, they have a helmet that headbutts, but he uses his jetpack to headbutt through a window in the like second to last episode. Use the helmet. Like, give me a helmet. I don't know. Give me a hype.
That's something else we don't learn of either. That I thought James was gonna say we would learn, like where the helmets.
Yeah, like what the origin of the helmets were. I think maybe it's just this like universe, but I don't like this quantum untangling chamber or whatever. I think that's like the origin. But
when are we ever gonna learn about this, James? And then didn't he say there's no season 3 for Peacemaker too? So like,
because it's gonna be more Taskmaster or whatever the fuck.
It's even more like
more scenes of Chris in like off-brand Gucci than him in his suit. And listen,
he was wearing some crazy things.
Brother looked like he was in Scarface. I was like, what the fuck?
And Chris or John Cena is too large of a man for long sleeves. So anytime you see the brother in long sleeves, you think, yes.
See, I also think he's too large of a man for short sleeves. Like every time he's wearing short sleeves button down, I'm like,
he's just a large guy. I don't know how to deal with it.
Like now I know why he's in his tidy whities half the fucking time. Let the thighs breathe, Bosa.
Only wristbands, like wristbands only around.
Jorts. If this motherfucker doesn't show up in jorts next season, I'm gonna fucking riot, dog.
Bro, I think honestly, I'm just so used to his WWE aesthetic. When I see him wearing just like an average like New York shirt, like some dumb shit, like I can't buy it, bro. I can't buy that you wear this clothes ever.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, episode 4. Need I say door? Good rhyme there. But this is where he gets back to his universe and then like gets the tip of, hey, you got to move that gateway and get out of there. Oh, you also get this is, I believe, the episode where we get the flashback at the start that they discover this gateway like from an alien thing as kids. So now he basically takes it and he kind of runs off with said gateway. They go to the house. This is, again, you get 15 of the 30 minutes in this episode is Red Saint Wild hunting this eagle, I think. Or is that
dude? This has to be Warner. This has to be like Warner fucking mandating a Looney Tunes episode in fucking Peacemaker.
No, so this I apologize. Next episode is where he's hunting him the entire time. This episode's where they just go to his house. But then at the end of this episode, he performs the ritual to like see Eagly in the distance. So like,
I swear I was watching this scene and I'm like, what is this James Gunn,
what is going
Eggers, on? What did folklore knockoff right now? I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
He's like sat there naked, summoning his fucking eagle. Dog. What I thought with this whole eagle thing was gonna be like, oh, Chris gets his like Chris takes some crazy shots in this, like he's like superhuman basically. I was like, oh, the eagle's giving him some like spiritual powers or some bullshit. That would have made like I was like, okay, that makes sense. But like this is just here. They just have this to have
it's there to get him $1 million. Like that's all it is, man. I'm going to Google Michael Rooker's like Peacemaker pay and
pocket watching the Peacemaker. We love Michael Rooker though. Me and George, we took a picture with him. He's tough.
Yeah, Michael Rooker, a good actor, fine guy to be in here, but give him something to do. But this entire episode is Chris basically taking the device that creates this quantum chamber or quantum doorway, we'll call it, to a different home. I believe is it a random house that like they used to come to, right?
Yeah, it was just a log cabin. Yeah.
It's like an old log cabin that you used to come to, and up in Settlers Hill, according to the synopsis. He goes there with Adebayo as well as Vigilante. And then he gets a text from Jennifer Holland's Harcourt character, basically saying to meet her somewhere so that they can talk. Gives him the little tip that it's a trap, but he goes anyways. And that again, that's kind of the episode of him bringing the device to the house and then going to meet Harcourt, even though he knows it's a trap, because as we've mentioned in like episodes 1, 2, and 3, he's very hung up on her. He enjoyed his time with Harcourt too. He's in love with her, obviously, and just wants to know if she feels any semblance of the same to him. So he's willing to risk getting caught for that. Anything else happen in this episode?
I felt like this was like did anything really like,
yeah,
this was the big like it's 4 and 5 that are really like, all right,
yeah.
You're stressing talking about it right now, Cam. That like you just
that's what I go back to. Like I think
4 and 5 legitimately should have been one episode, because like, you could have dumbed down episode 4 to like 20 minutes, and then the back half of episode 4 should have been episode 5 of him meeting Harcourt and then being like, okay, fuck this, I'm going to the other universe, and like that's it. That episode 5 was stretched across like 40 minutes of nothing.
Yeah,
they could have been in the other universe, setting up and like planting seeds, like, oh, this universe isn't right, like there's something wrong with it. He spent more time with him and his family, his brother Keith and his dad that he never spent. Like that would have made more sense to like develop.
And I think a lot of people go back to, again, I got the thing performed well, but when I said like Rick Flag Jr. or Senior in this show and Creature Commandos was not the same, a lot of people agree with that, but the people that don't, that are like, hey, this character moment, or like whatever, like I just don't think we got any good character moments in these 2 episodes, 4 and 5. Like we didn't get anything. We get a very brutal like action of like Rick Flag Senior beating the shit out of Peacemaker. Like that knee to the face looked. Yeah. I mean, that shit looks like hurt. But like I don't think we got enough like 1 character moments, 2 hype moments, or aura. So what do we have?
And then we just got like set up of nothing, because we don't get the payoff of where the fucking helmet came from and where the quantum purse came from. We just know it came from this weird little alien dude.
Of that.
So it's like, what was the point of that? I mean, just to tell us, I guess it comes from somewhere else.
Then in episode 5, when he does go and meet Harcourt, he's like, I know it's a trap, but I just got to know, like, did it mean anything to you? And she again says no. He's like, okay.
It felt like those were supposed to be like the big character moments. Like every time Harcourt and Peacemaker were talking, it was like that should have been like a really emotional moment. But the conversations always, they were the exact same. They were the exact with the exact same outcome, obviously up until episode 8 when the conversation like ends a little differently. But like every time they talked, I was like, here we go. Like this is going to be a real big moment.
To be fair to that though, in the next episode, episode 6, I do think they have a good moment. Like that's when they're in the like prison.
Let's just say what we all want to say. We can't buy this relationship. I'm sorry. Let's just say what we got to say. I can't buy it, bro.
I don't hate it. I don't disagree.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We're good friends. I can feel the friendship. I can't feel the romance there, bro. I can't. I'm not feeling
I don't know. I struggled. I could feel the romance, and I do like them together. When I struggled to feel the romance was after the reveal that Harcourt and Rick Flag Jr. had a thing. Then I was like, okay, now it becomes a little more tricky to get them together, and that's where I stopped buying into the romance.
Yeah, fair. I don't hate the romance. I'll admit. I don't think the season gave us enough
with them either. Like like the build up and like payoff is not. It wasn't correlating. I feel like I didn't get enough of them together saying meaningful conversations of them repeating the same thing over and over. And then like the reveal, whatever. I'm not gonna Sammy go. I'm not gonna get into
the thing I wanted to say is I feel like they could have done way more with like why did Harcourt never come up to Adebayo for outing us, because like I feel like it's the crux of why she's so pissed off. Obviously, the Rick Flag Jr.
Like they never talked that at all.
Well, like I feel like they kind of just brushed over that, as opposed to they had more screen time for Danielle Brooks and hardcore Jennifer Holland having conversations and kind of hashing some stuff
Take out the Red Saint.
Yeah, give us more of them.
Like,
we care about the
like good moments. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like we love the 11th Street kids.
Yeah, just the Eagle shit, which we love Eagly, bro, but like we don't need that. Would you just praise it?
One of my lights just went out. I was like, oh, shit. Got to charge that bitch. But yeah, all I got to say is Raimi, MJ, and Peter Parker slam fucking this relationship.
Can we just talk about that layered and complex relationship, because the timeline isn't good.
It's so good. Such one of the best, easily the best Spider-Man love interest of all time.
It shouldn't be a debate.
I like Zendaya.
It should. God forbid a woman has like independence and like a brain. Like God forbid.
A movie with choice. The woman can't have a choice. All of a sudden.
Spider-Man hits her. Spider-Man's abusive. He hits her. He swings.
I need to shake. I want to shake your body, Cam. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your body. He said, "Let me shake his body."
We have to acknowledge this is such a sidebar. We're veering so far, but I have to say,
yeah, we are.
I got told that MJ only likes Peter because he's Spider-Man. Incorrect. The hospital scene literally is in Spider-Man 1 telling you straight up that she likes him for him. And then at the end of that movie,
I'm just gonna say there's a common denominator amongst these people that hate that.
He hits her. He's a beater. He's an abusive.
Says,
not my Spider-Man.
I need you, and
not
he
my
says,
Spider-Man.
I don't know if I can do this. And then he walks away because he's a fucking loser. God.
All right. Back to Peacemaker. I'm cutting you off. You are cut off. That's a pitch perfect reference. If those that get it. Back to Peacemaker.
Shut up.
But yeah, in this episode 5, he gets caught by Rick Flag and then gets booked by Economos. And again, they're just keep being like, "Well, Economos, you're lucky I'm keeping you on this team this time." It's like, this guy has not brought nothing to you. Kick him out of Argus. Like, why is he still here? But he books him so that they just basically have to let Chris go because they don't arrest him on anything. And then you get 30 minutes of Saint Wild chasing Eagly as this prime eagle. And yeah, it's funny to see him walk around with a big ass gun. Like I think that's a funny scene because it's
Elmer Fudd the blueprint.
But like, make the episode 45 minutes and give us 15 more minutes of like good character moments, not 30 minutes and 15 of it is Elmer Fudd ass while running around. Like it's
duck hunting season.
He's hunting rabbits. It just doesn't make sense, man. It just doesn't pigeons. The episode does end on a like fun cliffhanger, like, ooh, what's coming next, with Chris walking into he goes into the QUC and is followed by Judo Master into this Earth X, where it's revealed. No, I guess it's not revealed just yet, but you start to see it because you see like American flags, but they don't. You can see that it doesn't have stars. And so like people are like starting to deduct this of like, look at this American flag zoomed in, there are no stars. And I'm like, shit, how are people doing this? But
there was actually a shot of an ashtray in the episode before that with the swastika on it. I don't know if we can say that. Yeah, there's an ashtray. You know that overhead shot when he first texts the other hardcore, or he's looking at the phone? There's like an overhead shot, and there's an ashtray with the swastika on it. Like that was that to me. I was like, okay, it's definitely.
Right. Yeah, they cooked then because
I must admit, I must admit all of that.
Yeah, I wasn't, and
well,
I didn't see it. So
Sammy had the Easter egg video ready. He was
I was like, I got to dive in here. I got to do something different.
That's fair.
Where are we?
So yeah, you get a good. I think you get a good.
Did we talk about the fake out on the Eagly death? Did anyone else think he actually shot?
I did.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
I was like, there's no way.
I thought Eagly was gone. I thought he caught one.
I would have had emotional weight. I would have felt something.
I would have felt something for sure.
But then he gets fucking ganged up.
He does leave a note which does not mention Vigilante. Boo!
Yeah, boo this man.
Boo that
Fuck
man.
this guy.
Boo you, Chris.
Vigilante, my goal.
That's why I just realized why. Like, that's why these episodes have been mid. Like Vigilante's barely in them.
I know Vigilante got so sidelined this season, and when he's crying in the other room, and him and Adebayo share that moment. Like I think that's really, really good. That's really, really good.
And it was at the moment where I was like, we need more of them. These two
Yes,
specifically,
give us more 11th Street kids. And again, back to my point I made earlier, Danielle Brooks makes this fucking show. Like, she is so great in this thing. And her and Vigilante and her and Peacemaker, like, it just works so well. Give us more of that and
give us more Eagle and give us more Michael Rooker. That's what they said. They were like, fuck that. Now we need more.
We have to set up. No, we have to set up Animal Man.
We have to set up the Eagle.
Animal Man.
I forget who calls him it, but at one point I think he gets called Captain Cultural Appropriation. That made me laugh. That joke hit. Was it Economos? Yeah, that shit hit. That was a good.
It's one great line.
Because you're looking at Michael Rooker in this like Native American getup, and you're like, all right, this is a little fucked up. And then once he started calls him out for it, it's funny.
Yeah, once he started doing a rain dance, I was like,
yeah,
I don't know about the rain dance.
That's a little questionable things going on. So yeah, episode 5 like ends on an exciting moment, and then getting into it, I think 6 and 7 are really good. So we'll talk. Yeah, we did that earlier.
Actually, I hit him with it once already,
yeah,
Alex. It was
Sammy
crazy.
Got me earlier.
The brain rot. That shit's never leaving. It's like the Venom symbiote.
And then so episode 6 is called Ignorance is Chris. This is directed by James Gunn. So this one, but this is where they go to Adrian's home, and this is where Adrian starts being mean to his mom. And I think James Gunn, when he was writing it, was like, this is really funny. But you know what wasn't funny? James Gunn, when he starts being mean to his mom.
Yeah.
Cut that shit out.
It went on for so long, dude. He's like, Mom, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if you guys seen this movie called The Watch. It's with Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn.
They're like
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
There's a scene just like that where they go to Jonah Hill's house. He lives with his mom. They're getting weapons or whatever, and he does the like, Mom, get the fuck out of my room. But then once everyone leaves, he kind of hits her with it. Mom, I'm sorry, I had to be a big boy today, and I had to be like.
It's kind of funny when it's a one-off. Done that. But he does it so much, and it's like, hey,
and he's just
be nice to your
about
mom.
It. Yeah, it's like fuck.
Some jokes do be dragging a little bit. You know, they gotta get another writer with James Gunn, because like every time Economos speaks, I'm like, okay, we need someone here to like stop.
And you know the exact scenes that James Gunn's writing, and he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, and I'm just sitting here like, why are we spending 7 minutes on this?
In episode 8, when Flurry's telling the like stripper story, that thing went on forever. I felt like I did not like that.
Oh yeah. That
Oh yeah, bro. I started
with Cupid.
Yeah,
that shit was stupid.
But so episode 6, the I meant to mention this, the gif of Peacemaker or of Vigilante standing in the background like screaming, but like when they take out the audio and just have him, it's a funny gif. I like that, like takeaway from this episode. So they then use the portal, and it's such a classic, like I've seen him do it once, so now I can do this portal. Whereas like if I watch someone like write an Excel function 100 times, I still don't. I don't know how to write a if statement or a V lookup, and I've taken classes on it at this point. So I don't know how you're figuring out this extraterrestrial portal. But they're able to go to the other Earth. And even here, like it takes you the entire episode to get to the final reveal. But you start to kind of see the pieces come together of the final reveal as they're in this other universe.
It takes so long for Harcourt. I swear to God, I was thinking this when the episode was running. It took literally like 20 minutes for Harcourt and Keith to get to Argus, because it felt like James Gunn was so focused on like, oh, Mick Jagger's the lead of the Beatles, like those kind of jokes. I'm like, guys, get to Argus. Like, we get it. Different universe. Get me to Argus and move the episode forward. It was like one of those situations.
I do love how she immediately clocks it, though. As soon as she's in that universe, she's immediately like,
yeah.
She's like, wait, hold on. Black people aren't a part of rock music? What? What?
She really did clock that shit. And it was like, and then, yeah, that's in episode 7. So we'll talk that soon. But Chris basically goes and hangs out with Harcourt 2. But then Roy from The Office is hanging out with our Harcourt. And he's like, why are you wearing black? And like, you're never in pants or whatever it was.
It's like, oh, he wants that gift, the one his dying mother gave him on her deathbed. I was like, yo, what the heck?
Which I always love when Roy from The Office gets work, because like I see him and I'm like, hey, there's Roy from The Office, or Roy from the 13 Hours Benghazi movie. That
right,
with
Roy from Brightburn, James Gunn produced movie.
James Gunn, incredible. So yeah, he gets to this universe. I believe Harcourt 1 gets arrested in this, or not. She has the cocaine from
she's covered
from Vigilante's house, because he's got a bunch of cocaine in there. So yeah, she has the cocaine all over him. She gets arrested. Peacemaker has to go and basically like let her out. So I guess Peacemaker wasn't with Harcourt 2. So he goes and lets her out, and that's where they have a very emotional, like, I think Jennifer Holland is a very good actor, especially in this scene of like when she's like, she's like, again, he keeps pestering her about the boat and if it meant anything to her and why she doesn't want it to, and like she's like, oh, because I'm a fuck up and I do go to bars to get in fights, just to feel something, and like has this like, again, very emotional moment. And I think this is where I think their relationship works really well. I think they're both like really, really great in this, because she's saying all these reasons she sucks and what's wrong with her, and he's like, I don't care. And like I think it really works.
It felt like James Gunn like had a plan with his characters. Like he's really is like, especially with Peacemaker, like he's diving into that trauma very often. Like every single episode has a moment of trauma with Peacemaker, and then even with Hardcore, it just felt like it never went anywhere. Like every episode, it was the same conversation with the same outcome and the same like level of emotion that it's eliciting.
They were swimming upstream.
He has said it's a like character moment. It's like a character show. It's not a superhero show. It's just like set in a superhero universe, and I think that works if you dive fully into the characters. Like I don't think he leaned one way enough. I think he tried to get best of both worlds, and it ultimately didn't work in my opinion, like as we go through. This episode also does give probably the biggest like cameo of the show with Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. Back on Our Earth, Rick Flag is basically talking about how Peacemaker has a way to go to alternate dimensions like stably, and he just needs a way to find it. And it's very clearly leading to Man of Tomorrow, because he says he can't take him out of prison completely, but he can transfer him to a much less restricted prison. We'll call it like an easier to escape prison.
I was behind when episode 6 came out. I hadn't seen past like episode 2, and I saw Twitter blowing up like, oh my god, that cameo was sick. And I was like, I really want to know what the cameo is. So as I'm scrolling TikTok that night, I see Sammy's video, and I'm like, I should scroll past. I ended up watching the whole video.
I put the spoiler warning.
I know.
I hit it well.
In my head, I was like, oh, maybe it's Superman. That'd be sick. And then I was like, all right, let me watch it. Let me see who it is. Then the second I saw Lex, I scrolled past so I wouldn't see the conversation unfold. Yeah.
I like this. I think this is a good like weaving of the universe. I like Nicholas.
I was gonna say,
you disagree, Alex? He was shaking his head.
Oh no! No, I like the
brother's.
I like that Lex is more like even more like composed. I don't know how to explain. Like his cadence is different. He's more like serious and like he's not like bombastic like he was in the Superman movie. But I don't like the dialogue where he's like someone's fucking a twink or something.
Yeah, but fucking someone above me.
Like, that's not something that Lex would like. What do we do?
Yeah, I was like,
that's James Gunn. But he did say this was like super. I think in one of the like post show like podcasts he does, he basically said like they were filming at the exact same. That's why it was so easy to get John Cena to do the cameo in Superman and then Lex Luthor to do the cameo here, is simply like they were filming next door to each other at the same time, basically. So he's just like, hey, show up here. And that's also why in the later episodes you basically see all of Lex's crew in this show. So it was something that they were able to film kind of back to back pretty easily, which is fun. Like if you're,
I wonder if that's why Nick Holt got the biggest payday out of everyone in Superman. Now that I'm thinking about it,
He also has the most.
He's also the biggest name.
He's also just
has the most
name,
motion.
Yeah, he's for sure.
And also, if you notice, you know how he has that limp and that cane, and obviously I assume it's from But I also know that he had knee surgery recently, so maybe he actually was hurt when he had that scene. I was like,
that's kind of fun if so.
Like Nick Holt in real life.
Like, yeah, it kind of works with the whole like crypto beat him up. He has a game now, but like I'm also thinking about it, like he just had knee surgery. That like it's just like a weird coincidence how like
because I was thinking, I was like, I don't remember his knee being fucked up. I do remember him being in like an arm cast at the end of the movie. So I was like, why does he have a limp?
Maybe he's building towards the mech suit that he gets. I don't know.
Probably. He's a clanker now.
I mean,
he's half.
He's a fucking clanker.
A mutt.
But at the end of this episode, I think they do a really, really good job with the reveal, like with Adebayo going on a walk, and then also Peacemaker walking through Argus with Harcourt 1, and her just being like, I haven't seen one person of color in this entire like planet that I've been here. And then that's when she says that, he looks at the fucking flag and it's a swastika United States flag. And then Keith is his name. I keep calling him Roy from The Office. Keith is his name. He's basically sees Adebayo, which, by the way, classic movie trope or TV show trope of Keith getting out of his car to then chase by foot. Adebayo. And she gets a book in it, by the way. She gets moving.
I was about to go to I was watching this late and I was like veering off, and then like I just hear a black and I go, nah, this is crazy. What am I saying right now? And he gets out of the car, starts chasing, and it's like they posted pictures of like Keith like this. Like oh, this is crazy, bro. Like,
well, the crazy thing, right before he says a black, he says one of them got out. So immediately you're
I was like, what?
What is that? What do you mean by that?
That is crazy.
One of them got out is crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
The implication of that is insane.
The entire time I was watching that,
interesting to like understand this universe of like it's been, I don't know when World War II is. I'll admit. Can anyone help me out?
From 1943 to 45.
It's like 30.
So it's been 80 years.
Like 30
post World War II of like. What have they been doing this entire time? Is it just like concentration camps this entire time of like, but like you don't learn anything about this universe because I guess maybe you don't need to, it's a shit place, but
you know what's funny is this show is actually so similar to Daredevil Born Again when you think about it. Just think about it.
All right, buddy.
Help me out.
Think about it. What did they do? I mean, it's pretty similar, I would say. Not exactly one-to-one, but you're outlawing all vigilantes, keeping people in cages, corrupt government, stuff like that, similar to what's happening here. I just thought it was interesting. I was like, oh, interesting. Sorry.
You lost me on that one. You lost.
I'm sorry. I was just kind of like, I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, it's kind of similar to Daredevil Born Again now that I think about it. But
was anyone ever a CW Arrowverse guy?
Yeah, a little bit. Just Flash, Flash, and Arrow. Those are the only two.
The Crisis on Earth X like crossover event that they did.
Never watched that.
Went crazy. Their crossovers greater than the MCU's. Shout out the CW Arrow. But great. Like I think this was a really good episode. And then I think episode 7 was really good. So I'm like steamrolling into episode 8 thinking it's a good season of television. But episode 7 is called Like a Keith in the Night. It basically picks up exactly where we left off. Harcourt 2 seeing Harcourt 1 and saying like, hey, clear that's not me. Was it was in this episode or the last episode? I think it was episode 6 where Vigilante meets himself, right? And he
finds out Peacemaker, he doesn't fuck with Peacemaker.
Yeah. And they're the exact same person, except Vigilante on Earth 2 does not fuck with Peacemaker because he formed the Sons of Liberty.
I love that twist.
That review. I love that where they're the exact same person, and then he's like, Peacemaker? That's my mortal enemy. He's like, that's my best friend.
Is that where that meme's from? Where he's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah.
No way. God, pretty strong. It's so good.
They do the Spider-Man meme.
They put him, they put him on ice this season.
I mean, that's my future Deadpool. That's my future Deadpool. for sure.
Loki, you're cooking. We'll talk about it in episode 7, but probably the funniest moment from this show is in episode 7, with Adrian here. But they basically run away, which actually one of my favorite jokes from this show is as they're escaping, Peacemaker goes, "How big is the door that you opened here?" And she goes, "I don't know why." And he goes, "I'm gonna bring the peace cycle through," or something. I think that's the best line delivery
That was funny.
that was given in this entire show. I don't know why, but the way the way John Cena says, "I'm gonna bring the peace cycle through," had me fucking dying in this episode.
It's got to be a better thing to call that.
No, but like it's like you call it the Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile peace cycle.
It's on brand. That's on brand.
I guess. Okay, my bad. Sorry for bringing that up.
I'm sorry you hate comic book movies. I'm sorry Zack Snyder didn't direct this, buddy.
Zack Snyder would have called it the Gunmobile.
The gun.
It would have blown James Gunn. The gun's reloading. Someone I saw did you see the comment from James Gunn that was like Supergirl is like a space adventure like Guardians of the Galaxy? Someone tweeted hashtag the gun only has 6 bullets. And that made me laugh. But so episode 7, this opens up with Adebayo basically running from this horde of white supremacists, white Nazis, and then she jumps into a pool. Classic like TV show stupid.
Just go around.
They don't go around. They all follow her into the pool. She gets out, and that's where Judo Master saves her, who came with Chris earlier, as we mentioned. Judo Master saves her by shocking the pool, and he mentions like that's the second most people he's ever killed, like in a pool with electrical lines. That was kind of a funny moment. That made me laugh a bit.
This episode has maybe my favorite moment of the whole show when we get to it.
Okay.
Did we forget that? Let's not brush past the fucking big mural at the beginning. That shit had me dying.
You didn't notice everyone's got Mind Conf, and he goes, "You think I got these muscles by reading?" That made me laugh.
Yeah,
and then she goes, "And what about that?" And it's a giant mural of Hitler, and he's like,
Austrian painter.
"How did I miss that?
How did I miss that?"
Yeah. He goes, "Oh damn, I missed that."
That was good.
That was good.
That shit was good. That got me.
They find Sidney Happerson, who I mentioned earlier. That's like James Gunn. I don't know who plays him, but that's like James Gunn's one of his best friends. Plays that Luther Corp employee who can find the riffs at Vigilante's house. As they're trying to escape, Augie and Keith kill all those cops because like Augie basically doesn't want them to find the portal. So they kill all the cops who are chasing after Peacemaker to bring in Peacemaker. Mind you, Economos is trapped at this time. Economos has one funny line during this show during this episode where he's basically like saying, they're like saying we'll never leave without Chris or something. He's like, well, I might, or something like that. I can't remember the exact line, but he has one fairly funny line.
Can we go back to Augie just for a moment, because I nerded out because it was so cool to see Robert Patrick say, "If you want to live, come with me."
Oh yeah,
no one else get that. I was like, I immediately was like, "Oh, T2." I was like, James Gunn, you fucking.
I admit I didn't get it. I only got it once Twitter told me.
And I love how it was reversed. It was like a fucked up. It was kind of like how Uncle Ben says the great power responsibility fucked up in the Amazing Spider-Man universe. Oh, bless you, sir.
I believe I didn't realize it was the T-1000 or whatever the hell. I was like, wait a minute.
And he was the T-1000.
Have I seen that face before? And then also, fun fact, by the way, I learned from shots to Neb on Twitter. John Cena and him have been in like
have been in a
I knew the Marine.
Saw that too.
The Marine movie, but like the other, it was like a TV show. I go, what the? It's crazy.
I saw that as well. Shout out Neb. Always great gifts. But stop. What'd you say?
What?
Say GIF.
I said, is it a GIF?
GIF.
Is it not? Is it GIF?
GIF is peanut butter.
I said GIF. I said GIF go, and then
I'm anti-GIF.
I got stank-eyed by Ken.
Not my GIF.
He's like, what did you say?
Augie and Keith kind of trap Peacemaker and company, and this is where you kind of you see that Keith is very clearly a Nazi, like very much a Nazi, and Augie is just a passerby, like kind of the person that's like not doing anything. So he's still complacent with the things that are happening, but he's a little bit different in this universe where he's saying like he doesn't fully agree with the Nazism, but he's not going to do anything about it, which is just as bad. But as he's giving this speech, fucking Vigilante goes through the window, and then you don't notice.
My favorite fucking part of the show.
He just fucking murders him like so badly.
I was geeking, bro. He's flying through the window and just starts stabbing his neck.
The best bit about this is right after Vigilante 2 comes through a different window, but breaks a second window for no fucking reason, man. It's so funny. And it's such a like subtle, stupid thing, but it's hilarious when you see it like pointed out on Twitter of like the video of it happening. And they're like, the best part about this is Vigilante 2 coming through a separate window, man. It's
now the
so
reaction
funny.
from John Cena, bro, had me crying when like you just see him, he's in the background, he goes,
yeah. Because you know what's about to happen. Like, yeah.
He's like, oh, wait, my dad wasn't racist in this or something like that.
Yeah, dude, that line I feel like hit is like, I don't think he was a Nazi or whatever he says. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for Chris right now. And then we get a season 1 cameo of the police officer who was police officer with Fitzgibbon. And you obviously don't see his counterpart because it's a racist land, obviously. So then they get in a fight with all the police officers after this. You did not get to see Vigilante use that damn chainsaw. I wish we did. I know. We got to see that chainsaw eventually.
Give us a Vigilante spinoff. Give us that, James. That's the least you could do.
I agree with that. But you get to see him at least kill some cops at that point. Then they have a nice fight with Keith because again, Keith is like full on Nazi. He's against them leaving, wants to kill them. And mind you, Peacemaker did kill his brother. So like that's
their dad was like, well, he's a bit of a hothead.
Dad was like,
he was
cool with it
at one point. Yeah, he was literally like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, shit.
He really was.
He literally was just like, fuck it. This is the world I was born into. Might as well live in it. My kids are getting fucking taught all of this Nazism. Like, fuck, what can I do about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. It was a bit of like commentary on people that are very centrist. Like, let's not condemn.
Like, it's not my bat or not. What is it? Not my monkeys, not my circus kind of thing.
It's like Tobey Maguire going, "That's not my problem." You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like,
I missed the part where that's my problem.
I missed the part where that's my
problem. I love Rosie. I love this boy. I love this boy, Rosie. Oh my god.
And then so they have their final fight is kind of all of the team against Keith. This is where you get like big John Cena acting moment where he gives out that crazy scream. Stop!
Just like, bro, I immediately thought of Chris Pratt from Guardians 3. I immediately was they're having a fucking scream off.
Yeah, but that one hit crazy though. I'm like, Chris Pratt's one was coming out.
No.
Good moment. And then he gives the speech again. I made a video on it, but he does hit him with the line of, "It's not my world, or it's not your world that's the problem. It's not mine, it's me."
Hey, we're good. We're good.
The Nazi world's a problem, man. Like, let's acknowledge that. Like, 90% the world issue, 10% you, Chris. Like, let's put the Nazi world is an issue.
Everyone's like,
it was one line that like not as many people seem to be hyper fixated on, but I was like, I don't know about that, Chris. I understand what we were going for. I get it. You're starting to feel this trauma that it's all you. The Nazi world's an issue. Can't gloss by that one. Like we've got a problem here. So yeah, that was a moment. But just a very good John Cena acting moment. And this is where I think like many people say like John Cena's the best like wrestler turned actor.
No,
I think him or maybe. Well, do people say that or do people say
it's Batista?
I was gonna say I think people say Batista.
My bad.
Like the consensus one. I'm not gonna lie. I go Dwayne and then I go him.
I haven't seen this much in the game, but
listen, have you seen him in Pain and Gain? Calm down.
I mean, Pain and Gain's good. He's
the
good.
Rundown, the Tooth
I don't
Fairy.
think any of them are bad, like as bad as people say, maybe. But like The Rock's, I don't think The Rock's that great. I like John Cena more probably. But this is a great scene, and this is why like John Cena is really good in this character because I think he does like the 90% humor really, really well, and then like that 10% of the time when you get him to really shine, he nails it. So I'm happy with him in this. But that's episode 7. Any thoughts that I might have missed here?
Yeah, he got arrested. No,
I got you with a crazy that we didn't talk about. Harcourt's light skin spin as she's leaving the universe is insane.
Oh yeah.
What did she do?
She did
that scene from
Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, the Book of Boba Fett.
I immediately caught what you were saying. I knew
that's
exactly
crazy,
what you were talking
bro.
about.
I was
Great
like, what
fucking
did she
pull.
do? And then she like looks out, and for some reason I thought what Economos didn't make it because I was like, why is she looking at horror as she's like leaving? But like, bro made it. So like, I guess she was. Like,
I thought like there was gonna be like a moment where like Vigilante like I think people were talking about how maybe like Vigilante 2 makes it versus Vigilante 1.
Yeah.
And
I thought that.
they're the same exact person, like on both Earths. Like they're the same exact person. So like I don't think it would have changed anything if it was.
You like lose all the development though. That like they're like really.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a plot point that are we ever going to pick up on Earth X and the fact that
that's the thing. Like
alive?
that's where it ends. This is where Earth X ends. Because you do
we get
learn
that
like he
we get
survived.
that shot of him in the fucking.
If Hardcore killed him, I'd be like, okay, we're never coming back here. Whatever, it's fine.
But then he survives, and you think, okay, now they're gonna explore these universes, and somehow he's gonna like find his way through or something. I don't know. But
I will I will say though, maybe it's like a whole. Like he's kind of now Keith in the same place as Peacemaker, from like a developmental standpoint.
Oh yeah,
no family now. They died because of like, and I don't know. Maybe they're like doing character parallels because like even though like he came from a loving family, like he still is a bad person, and like Chris came from like a very abusive family, and like he ended up overcoming and becoming a good person. I don't know. Maybe there's just like a relationship.
Maybe they were. It would have been cool if they answered that question, Alex, in episode 8. Like they had an option to answer that.
Just watch Superman. Just watch Superman. He hammers that message home.
Hey, get ready, boys, because you think episode 8 is gonna solve all these, questions. Nah, bro. We're gonna load the Spotify playlist.
You get a 20-minute fucking concert.
We're gonna
James Gunn's vlog. The fucking vlog of his life.
We're not gonna get any hype moments or aura.
This is the problem. Like people think like we just like love slop, and we do. But like hype moments and aura
not the cameos.
Hype
moments not even the cameos.
Pivotal to shows.
Yeah.
Like come on now.
Y'all got any good writing? No, we got music though. Crying.
Oh wow.
We got 2 slow motion walks with Economos.
And the music gimmick gotta go, bro. It gotta
go. Speaking of Batista, did you guys know that James Gunn was initially looking to cast Dave Batista in this role?
Peacemaker, yeah.
I'm really interested with
he was unavailable for the role due to taking the lead role in Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Hell yeah. Incredible.
Good movie.
Incredible.
Love that. That's big time.
I think Cena does this better. He would do it better. So
yeah, big time.
All right, and so moving on to episode 8. I guess you're right, George. We didn't mention it, but Peacemaker turns himself in at the end. Judo Master like corroborates that like they were just there to kind of get him out for Argus kind of thing. So he gets arrested, and everyone else kind of walks free. We start episode 8, kind of finally getting a call back to the boat to see actually what happened. They eat at Big Belly Burger. Which is like a very famous DC McDonald's, basically. And then they get very drunk there, which an alcoholic McDonald's, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, because they have like shots that they're getting at this Big Belly Burger.
It's Taco Bell Cantina type shit.
Okay, yeah. Low-key. I've never been to a Taco Bell Cantina, but I gotta imagine that shit goes hard. Like getting drunk while having drunk food. Wow. Can't imagine.
You're making me want McDonald's now. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry,
dude. I was about that. If you're not playing McDonald's Monopoly religiously like me, I don't fuck
McDonald's Monopoly.
You ain't playing McDonald's Monopoly like that.
Wait, like
if you get like a large.
Elaborate, Bilu. Can you tell me like what?
Oh my god, people.
I request elaboration.
The Midwest compared to you all is crazy. Like McDonald's does a thing with like Monopoly where like if you get
on the fries,
like a large fry, a large Coke, like 20 nuggets or 10 nuggets, you get like a little Monopoly like game piece, and if you collect like all of the greens, you get like $1 million, or all of the blues, you get like a new car. Like if y'all ain't playing McDonald's Monopoly, like I don't fucking.
Yeah, man, I was born in Kentucky, man. I know about that.
So send me if you go to McDonald's and get like a large Coke or something, send me a picture of your Monopoly piece for me, so that I can put it into my tracker, because y'all clearly ain't playing like me. So if anyone's watching this tomorrow, if you're not playing McDonald's Monopoly, send me a picture of your piece.
Everyone, hashtag McDonald's Monopoly in the comments. There's only
hashtag McDonald's Monopoly.
Hashtag
I've never even played Monopoly.
You've never played Monopoly like in your life?
He wasn't locked in. He wasn't.
I wasn't tapped into Monopoly in my youth.
Well, I mean, like I'm not saying I'm super into Monopoly, but like you get the places and you move in and like.
Yeah, no, I know what Monopoly is. I just have never played.
Oh,
so McDonald's, you can collect them. I'm gonna go get a Dr. Pepper after this.
That's cool.
1 month earlier, so you see them on the boat, and then they go to concert number 1 for the episode.
Concert number 1 is crazy.
And then so at Argus, now they're finally like going through the QUC, and they're going through different doorways, and you think you're gonna maybe get some crazy moments and some aura. But what you get is you get the imp universe that's mentioned.
Good scene.
Yeah, you get the imp universe that's mentioned, I believe, in episode like 1 or 2, maybe. I can't remember exactly.
Was that the Candyland planet?
Yeah, the Candyland planet. And it seems like these things are trying to like lure you in almost, because they know to like cut the rope, and they leave the door unlocked. So like that's door number like 23 or something. They leave the door unlocked. They know that. They find a universe where it's a giant black hole, which is like the same looking black hole as at the end of Superman. So maybe Bizarro tease, who's to say? They find a universe of giant spider heads. They're kind of going through. They're losing people one by one, but like the Luthor Corp gang and Rick Flag Sr. are like hooping and hollering, even though people are dying. Like they clearly don't care. Lex Luthor's like writing them message from prison of like, looks promising, very cool. So like you're starting to see that like Rick Flag is like fully gone to the side of anti-metahumans. And did I miss any other places before we get to Salvation?
I kind of wish
the zombie universe. I think that was
the zombie universe. Yep.
I think that was pretty much it though.
Low-key wish they built on that though, because like obviously Rick Flag Sr. and Superman is like, he's a bit weary of metahumans, right? But like the main crux of the show is he just wants Chris like done. And he's
but now he's like fully against metahumans.
Now he's like fully like if
you think about it, his motivation is kind of similar to Lex in Superman, where he only incites that war as an excuse to kill Superman. So in a sense, it's like maybe he's only teaming up with Lex and doing all this other shit just to get rid of Peacemaker.
I think also,
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I just kind of wish.
I
agree. The heel turn was like, it felt like Whiplash for sure.
People are like, makes sense in the way, like, you know, he's in that environment. He's being swayed. It makes sense, but also it's like, you know, could have been fleshed out more.
Yeah, people are like saying like, oh, he like goes from Creature Commandos where he's like okay with metahumans to Superman where he's starting to see maybe okay they're not great, and then in Peacemaker it's just reiterated that they're not great, but it's really not. Like it's really not, because Peacemaker is a normal human. Everyone in the show is a normal person. Like there are no metahumans in the show, and also like if you say like, I don't know, if you're really good friends with metahumans in Creature Commandos, maybe not really good friends, but he has a bond with these people or metahumans, even though I get it, they're monsters. And that's why we can use them, not metahumans, but come on, they're metahumans.
Dang, Hard M is crazy.
Huh?
Hard M is crazy. Monsters? Come on, man.
Yeah. My bad. But I'm just saying, like, you're not going to all of a sudden do a 180 because like Superman like is a nice person. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. But then they find salvation. And this is where you find out the reveal of like, he just wants this as a prison. Like it's just gonna house metahumans and be a prison. And the like thing is you don't need any bars or any cages or anything to hold them. Like you just kind of put them there and leave.
This is where my born again connection is coming in. By the way, I was just a couple episodes too early.
The cages,
vigilantes in prison, metahumans.
Vigilantes.
But like the crazy thing is now before we go full nerd and talk about salvation, because we obviously brushed up on our knowledge, because I was judging the fuck out of this place, and then I heard it was like a new God's home, and I was like, oh, Orion maybe. But then I realized, right, this place looks like Wyoming. Like, dog, like, what are we doing here? This is the fucking place we saw. Like, this is what we left on. Like, come on.
Little fucking house.
And also,
on
like,
prairie.
you don't get any moment of them like searching the planet. Like, who's to say this isn't like the Candyland planet?
And I'm like, I thought either dinosaurs or like parodies.
I hate it.
But I don't know. Like, I don't know. It could have been better. Like, we could have.
Yeah,
better
lighting.
light.
We talk about the boat scene finally. Like what we all pretty much guessed what it was. They fucking kiss and then
they kiss and then she runs off. And then they have.
Wait, talk about the music though. Talk about the music.
I think this is music.
Oh, Foxy Shazam.
Talk about Talk about that one song, guys. The
Freddie Mercury.
Fuck me in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was in my bro?
There was like a moment where I was like, okay,
this is not
that bad. And then it kept going for like 10 more minutes. Like that was the longest song they put in the show. It was like 4.5 minutes of this song.
What the fuck were the lyrics to that shit?
It was like fuck me in the ass. This is a crazy
It was like fuck me in the ass till like my brain stops working or something. Like I don't know.
And obviously George's stress.
Was it like fuck me in the brain or something? I don't know. It was something.
Right now. That's how serious.
I just wanted to see George's reaction to that episode, honestly, because that would have been
cinematic. I forgot. I was watching that episode at work. So once I heard the first "fuck me in the ass," I started lowering my headphones just in case it was too loud for like the people next to me. I was like, yeah.
Someone take his Spotify, bro, for just like a day. Like I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
No more music.
It's crazy. He goes from dropping November Rain to "fuck me in the ass."
All right, here we go. Official song title: "Fucking My Heart in the Ass."
Fucking my heart in the ass. That's it. Yeah.
Steel Panther.
How do you find a song like that? I don't know, James. I don't know. Someone check this guy's Spotify.
You know, hey, I got to give him a lot of glaze and praise for when he puts me onto some songs like punk rocker and shit. But
yeah,
this is not it. I'm just gonna be honest.
It's impressed. Like he just loves music, no doubt about that. James Gunn loves music and loves rock and roll, and it works really well most of the time. But this episode was, and then again, there are good character moments. Adebayo with Key. Amazing, emotional, heartbreaking. Adebayo with Chris, heartwarming, like really amazing. But then like you're intermittent with the song that literally says "fuck me in my heart, in my ass" or whatever. Like it's
like why
are we watching the same show?
It works for Guardians because that's Peter Quill's gimmick. Walkman loves music. Why does Peacemaker have it?
I mean, if you really think about it,
Peter Quill and
gimmick. Peter Quill and Gamora are basically Chris and fucking Harcourt. If you really think about it,
yeah, they are. I was praying that we honestly went the road of Gamora, Peter, and Guardians 3, where it's like we were probably fun. We would have been fun, but we don't do that.
That line hits.
That would have been more.
Good.
That would have been because that's a more mature decision than.
I think that's my favorite thing.
But they gave that to they gave that to Adebayo instead. She was the one who was like, "We don't work." Yeah, and I was like, that should have been the other couple. But all right.
Listen, let's just because we're gonna be dissing on this episode. That's a great moment in Guardians 2. Let's go back to the Glaze. Like that was great.
Dude,
that movie rocked.
Can we all acknowledge that Guardians 2 is a top 5
MCU movie?
Wait, which one?
Guardians 3, top 2.
Guardians 2, top 5. Oh. I got all 3 in my top 5. I got Cole at my 2.
I got Cole at my 2.
I got Cole at my 2.
Guardians 3 at 3. And then I got Guardians 2. I love. I mean, listen, if you have father issues like me, it's a banger. But like,
it hit like crack on my recent rewatch.
Guardians 1 best MCU.
But we can't put that above like Multiverse of Peak. You know what I mean? Like, there's like things.
Unfortunately, I do, son. I'm sorry.
Guardians 1
Infinity over Iron Man.
Just simply Guardians 1 Infinity War, just simply because what it means. Guardians 3.
All right, let's stay on track here. All right, it's getting a little late.
Yeah, it is getting late. I apologize. And then we see Checkmate is formed. Which because they have their moment with Chris, which by the way, again, very funny moment was when Vigilante just tackles and tases Peacemaker. Like that shit, that's funny, man. Like that has me dying. Like just out of nowhere tackles and tases him. They form Checkmate with all of the drug money that Vigilante has. Bordeaux kind of leaves Argus, but she is in that last scene. So they capture. So the big end of the series or show is that they capture Peacemaker. Rick Flag says this is for Ricky and puts him in Salvation. Now he's stranded on Salvation. Bordeaux is there, I'm pretty sure. Like I could have sworn I saw her, and that's after Checkmate is formed.
Is she? I don't remember
seeing her. Go back and check me. I only watched the episode once. Go back and check me.
She's with Harvey. No? Wasn't she?
Yeah, wait. Why would she?
I know, but I don't know.
Think she was there.
All right, go back and check me.
Because she left Argus at that. She left Argus.
I know.
At that point,
that's
so
what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. I agree, but check me in the comments. I'm not going back and watching. You can get you guys can. This is my headcanon. Damn it.
When are we ever gonna get this result? Like, when am I gonna see Bordeaux again? When am I gonna see Peacemaker?
Probably Man of Tomorrow, dog.
But why? This is my. I don't want to see Peacemaker and Superman.
Yeah, that's when he's gonna see Red Sane Eagle is coming back as well. But so yeah, he gets thrown on Salvation, which Alex mentioned is a home of the new gods, is also home of many different like creatures that you kind of hear at the end of the series. So maybe we're moving not there.
No. It's this other Karen looking girl.
All right, you got me.
Are those not parademons being screamed in the background? Or
I don't know. It kind of sounded like one of those octopus.
We could be moving towards dark side very early.
Will I be getting Orion?
Give me. Here's the thing. As a guy who just watched Young Justice again, let me get Vandal Savage as the main villain.
I have, bro. Chill. I did a whole vid. Like my first videos on TikTok are me doing the DCU. Like,
hell yeah.
If anyone saw that, I have literally Vandal Savage as like the main guy. Like low key.
Hell yeah, dog.
Like, lurking
Just
in the
do
shadows.
the exact Young Justice plot. That should
something that I did find interesting is the fact they explicitly say that the QUC is more stable than the portals that Lex was opening up.
Yes.
So that to me is obvious tease to someone that is smarter than Lex. But if Lex is the smartest person on Earth, obviously whoever it is not from this Earth, and it might be someone with a
big brain.
Big brain.
Big brain.
They got a brand?
James Gunn is so like he's so goofy because he posts like Man of Tomorrow, the script, and this person with a big brain. And he's like, oh, it might be Brainiac. Who's to say? We're going to keep that one close to the chest. And it's like, all right, well, then why'd you post the fucking
thoughts on James Gunn on social media? How about that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe just tone it down a little bit.
Tone it down a little bit. That being said, if you want to ever talk to me, I would love that. But he just said lanterns is like super important to the MCU, to the DCU. So like I don't know. I understand. And then also he says like I'm confused why people don't like think there were a ton of reveals like with Checkmate and Salvation. Okay, no, you're catering to the 5% with Checkmate and Salvation. Like the 95% is who you got to cater to, James, to call it a reveal. Like
I don't like
that's like putting White Bunny in the first episode.
Exactly.
Why can't we just like? I used to think like doing the edgy thing of like having Peacemaker and Creature Commandos is like cool. Fuck that. Nah,
yeah,
Batman. Give me Flash.
Superman.
Give me the big hitters, bro. Tell me Wonder Woman's coming tomorrow, bro. I'm done.
Yes, I agree.
And Clayface is cool. I like that. So that's different because we're gonna obviously build towards Pattinson being in this universe. Obviously, like that's.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
When Robert Pattinson has his first fight to something in the way, but it's James Gunn's version.
But like, bro, enough. Like, why is Ezra Miller the last remnants of the Flash, bro?
Yes. Like, do the Flashpoint paradox in live action, but good, but do it well.
And where is Batman? Oh my god! Like
we got, bro, all of the fucking edging in the first 2 seasons of Peacemaker. They give you every fucking reference known to man for Batman. No Batman. They give you even fucking a Batman mic drop, bro.
Yeah, like at this point, bro, I don't care if it's like you've got me to the point where like
why do I have Checkmate for the Justice League?
Yeah, but like, where are we gonna like, bro? I don't care anymore. Just cast Batman. Just don't let it be Brendan Squinar. But just cast Batman, bro. Like, just get it done. I'm sick of this. Superman. We love you, bro, but you are not the number one option in this universe, bro. It's always going to be Batman. We always given the rock in the final possession to Batman. We're not giving it to Superman. I'm just going to say it.
Superman
is the truth.
Yeah, Superman.
That's the moneymaker now. Superman, you had your time in the 50s, bro. It's over.
I was gonna say Superman was like the old time.
Acknowledge Bruce Wayne and the Bat family.
We need the Bat family. I don't disagree. Like I think in order to make this age, and people are always going to be like, they're not trying to be the MCU. They're trying to be their own thing and create good stories. Okay, mind you, MCU had good stories and still does every once in a while. MCU for 10 years.
She's beautiful to me. She's beautiful to me.
She's beautiful.
She is very gorgeous to me.
But like
Listen,
the MCU
they pay
for
my
like
bills.
10 years was like good stories, coherent, and you had like maybe you didn't have. Okay, I get it. Spider-Man was the biggest like MCU character, but also like they clearly had a vision with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and the Avengers. Like they had a vision. What's the fucking vision right now, James Gunn? Because if you want to tell me you're not trying to create the MCU, you're fucking lying. Because guess what? The people you're answering to are saying, where's my $3 billion movie? I don't care about Peacemaker saying twink or whatever. Like, give me $3 billion, James. And after 5 years of good movies that are flopping, you're going to get, and I'm not saying you need to make money. I'm saying the executives in this universe being our world, only give a shit about money. They don't care about your Rotten Tomatoes score.
And you know what makes money?
$3 billion.
But we care too. Like we just want to see like the Flash and like Wonder Woman and like these big hitters that
it's almost like James is saying, "Oh, so y'all started off with a bunch of C-list heroes in the MCU.
I'm gonna do
seven more for you."
Like, bro, they started off with Iron Man. They started with the big, like the Avengers guys.
Like my brother in Christ, you have 3 of the top 4 Mount Rushmore comic book characters. Use them, James. What are we waiting for? I mean,
mind you, he gave us one.
Don't get me wrong. Give us
one. I like the
Batman and Wonder Woman.
I'm okay with it revolving around Superman.
I'm not.
Add the other people.
I'm not, bro. My God, it's Batman or bust. Oh, you know what this is, bro. Let it go, Superman.
And mind you, starting off with Damian Wayne in your fucking universe. Why?
Why?
Please tell me that fucking project has been canceled.
Grayson and Jason, you can skip.
If we have Andy Muschietti on that fucking director's job for Brave and the Bold, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, repeat that name, bro. That's insane from you.
And I get this. Makes me seem very much hype moments aura and cameos guy. I want the good stories. But here's what I'm gonna say. Peacemaker season 2 was not that good of a story. So now give me better characters with a good story or with a bad. I'd rather take good characters with a bad story than bad characters with a bad story. So just give me Batman.
We're also starting off with TV shows in this universe. Utter woke nonsense. I will always be there for the slop, no matter what. Right? I will be there. But it should be movie for Green Lantern, for Batman, for Wonder Woman, for Flash.
I'm excited for Lanterns.
A very high shot.
I think
directed that shit.
I think the next 3 projects are actually gonna be peak. I have a lot of faith.
But here's the thing. Okay, let's talk this real quick. And George, I know is fading, so I'm giving us 8 minutes till we hit that 2-hour mark.
The hypothetical
8 minutes to talk this. Okay, we're a year into the DCU. Creature Commandos, Superman, Peacemaker, season 2. You've gotten 3 back-to-back James Gunn projects. I loved you, James Gunn. I love you more than life itself. I love what you've done in this universe already. I think 3 back-to-back James Gunn projects is a lot of James Gunn. It's a lot of music, and it's a lot of middle fingers and magical Candyland imps dry humping Tim Meadows. It's good, and even in Superman, where you're not getting that crude humor that he likes to do. You're still getting some stupid humor and Mr. Terrific using the T-spheres just like Michael Rooker used the arrow in Guardians of the Galaxy. You're running it back. And I think you do those really well. But Jesus Christ, I need Lanterns and I need Supergirl. And I need something not written by James Gunn for 3 minutes. For just 3 minutes. I'm here for everything you've done. I love them dearly. It's a lot of the same thing back to back to back, and I think that's so I think I think what they're doing is really great. They're using R-rated. They're going to different genres with Clayface being like a drama horror. Like, that's all interesting. I think we should have done that a little earlier to not just go James Gunn. Michael Rooker, Eagle Hunter, like for $1 million. I'm a big fan of all of these projects individually, but I think when you stack them up and you're like, where are we at right now? We're a year in.
Where are we going?
We're a year in and 3 projects in. Like,
I'll tell you where we're going. Salvation.
Yeah. We are going to Salvation.
I mean, bro, like you don't even like, you can't even like the enthusiasm not even there when you say it. Like,
that run is.
I think that's what James Gunn thinks though. I think he nailed it with Guardians. And everyone's like, that's a dumb thing to do. Why would you do Guardians? No one cares about these. And then he hit the ball out of the fucking park. And then he's got an opportunity to do Suicide Squad and he hit the ball out of the fucking park. And then like Peacemaker,
it's
ball out of the park.
Because
it's like
it's the same thing.
It's reskinned.
It's the reskin, bro. It's the misfits coming together to one goal, and they have a heart to heart. Which, by the way, I will eat it up, bro. It was gas. I love those movies, but like at some point, you're making me an anti-merger, bro. At this point, I don't even want to see Pattinson near this shit, dog. If he's gonna be Peacemaker season 8 type or season fucking 2 vibes.
Hey, they should have gave the keys to Matt Reeves. I'm gonna say it.
Let's not even get into it, bro. Let's not even.
Loki, that would have been amazing.
That like imagine just like.
But then maybe in 2 years we're having the conversation where like Superman is pulling out a Glock, and we're like, all right, like let's get back to Hope Corps, and he's like, I don't hope for anything except a bullet to your head, and it's fucking.
We're bringing Zack Snyder
by
back too?
Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr is Superman.
We need to come back and once next year happens, right? And then expansion of Supergirl, we'll come back and we will judge between the start of the DCU versus the start of this, and we'll really see where we're at. To be honest, like
rank the DCU right now.
I could do it. It's
Superman,
like EDS 1,
Creature Commandos.
Oh wait, the DCU. No, I thought you said DCEU. No, DC.
Are we counting the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker season 1?
I wasn't, but I will. Suicide Squad, Superman, Peacemaker. No, yeah, Suicide Squad.
No, that's good.
Superman, Peacemaker season 1, Peacemaker season 2, Creature Commandos.
I have the same except flip-flop Superman and Peacemaker season 1.
I think in between Peacemaker 1 and 2 is like 50 feet of music videos.
Low key, I'm afraid to rewatch Superman because like that.
I rewatched. I still liked it.
No, I told y'all the first time I watched it, something about it was not hitting.
I was glazing, and then like I remember in my head,
I don't think it's 5-star, Alex.
I remember in my head, I was like, wait a minute, the Suicide Squad is like fire. And then I was like looking at clips online. I was like,
Suicide Squad's better.
Bro, there was legit a point in time where I was watching that movie where I was like, is this really gonna be a 2.5 to 3 star? When they go to when they become the Minecraft movie for like 30 minutes, I was like, this is ass. I don't want this shit. What the fuck am I watching right now? The whole pocket dimension shit was kind of.
I didn't like the pocket dimension. I don't disagree. It's not a 5-star by any means, but I rewatched. I still liked it.
Yeah, when I rewatched,
it tickles something in my head.
It's gonna get the Godzilla Kong method for me.
Yeah. I've been a little depressed recently.
I'm applying the GXK method to that
Sammy one. Sammy gave Godzilla X Kong, was it the new one? And he gave it 4 stars like twice out the gate. Right?
No, you didn't.
He was clicked. And then as I see over time, I think he rewatched it again, or I kept like looking at updates. It went down to like a 2.5 or some shit. I'm like,
no. It's still a solid 3, I think.
Wait, Cam, what do you give Superman? As a
4.5.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to give it to.
But I think if I'm being honest with myself,
don't say it. Don't say it.
Say it. Say what you want to say.
I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna make you happy, George.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Thunderbolts is better than Superman.
What is
Thunderbolts is the best superhero movie of the year.
I think I'm with you there. Currently, I have Superman higher, but I think Thunderbolts is better.
Thunderbolts is peak.
I'm so alone.
We're not
bro. That I don't know what that movie struck a chord with, but. Fuck, that movie
Thunderbolts is so
it's that score in the background when Bob's crying.
Dude, son loves
I was blasting that shit in the gym, bro.
See, like, and I look myself in the mirror as I go to bed tonight and say, One Battle After Another is a 90 out of 100, and Superman is an 89 out of 100.
No, you cannot do that.
88.
The psych ward of slop. We gotta get it checked.
Ward of
Sinner's best movie of the year. Still,
I'm the Sultan of slop.
Any thoughts on Peacemaker season 2? Any Man of Tomorrow predictions coming out of this? How much Peacemaker is going to be in Man of Tomorrow?
Maybe a scene just like in Superman.
Okay. I think a little bit more. I think
maybe
it's
probably gonna be like it'll be like
a little
in
bit
terms of minutes. I think we'll probably get like 6 or 7 minutes of him. Maybe I don't know.
Stop.
How many cameos are we going to get in Man of Tomorrow? How about
that?
And
what is the next project we see the Checkmate crew in? Is it Peacemaker season 3 and Gunn was lying? Is it Waller or is it a Checkmate series?
What do you mean
Checkmate
Waller?
series?
They're doing a Waller series?
They originally announced that they were doing a Waller series, and I looked it up. It's not officially dead.
I think it's a Checkmate series.
Exactly.
I think that might be the case right there.
I think it's
why set it up.
This is how we talk about the MCU, though. Like the TV show gimmick has to.
I know.
I told you.
Cut the TV show shit.
This is the issue with the interconnected universe. But the issue is James Gunn
add TV shows when you're ready to make like good TV shows.
Perhaps I treated the fact that the TV shows for the MCU aren't as connected too harshly. Because this being a little too connected might be an issue.
I think once streaming gets into the equation, we've lost.
I would still take Peace. I'm being hard on James Gunn because I would still take Peacemaker season 2 over every MCU show except Loki. I think even Daredevil Born Again.
No.
I would disagree.
Daredevil Born Again, I enjoyed moments, but it was so up.
It's not better than WandaVision, Loki.
Nah, WandaVision better, Loki better.
It's not. Wait, are we counting X-Men 97? Like, is that count?
No, I was not counting like any of the animated.
Okay.
X-Men 97 and the animated Spider-Man better.
Is it better than?
I think it's better. I think it's about as good as WandaVision.
What If is better?
Shut up, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Are you trolling? Is this a troll?
There's no way. George, you like What If, huh?
I love What If, bro.
Did you like Marvel
George has
Zombies,
not
George?
seen What If season 2 or 3 though.
Have you seen
I've
Marvel
seen two.
Zombies?
I've seen two.
Oh, okay.
I watched Marvel Zombies.
You like it, right? You thought that was
Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies is the best superhero project of the year.
No, it's not, bro. Like what? He just be saying stuff. I don't even know if you like comic books anymore. You don't even like the MCU. I saw his video, by the way. His nonchalant video, he's like, "Yo, this is the best MCU thing this year." I'm like, "No, it's not, bro."
It is.
Just five moments in Torah.
Hey, can we get a big shout out to George? George back on TikTok.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I think Marvel Zombies might be just as good as Captain America: Brave New World.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like Falcon and Winter Soldier this second season. Like it's low key the same like kind of like level.
Yeah, I would put it around that same tier.
Same like okay, you're like not.
What do you have above it? You said I can get behind WandaVision. I can Loki. I agree 100%.
Maybe Daredevil. Probably maybe Daredevil.
I don't love Daredevil a ton. I'll admit Daredevil Born Again season 1 was kind of mid.
But it's better than
not talking the Netflix shows. Obviously, like those.
Those blow these out all out of the water.
Yeah, it's definitely better than some
those have levels to it.
Gen V season 2 is better than this season of Peacemaker.
I agree.
By the way,
Gen V season 2 better. I agree.
Way better.
I have to tap in.
Gen V season 2 got really good post episode 3. That's what
We got to stop the 3-episode release gimmick though. It's
horrible.
If
I see Invincible season 4 pop out with 3 episodes at the gate, bro, like stop. I want to digest this. These episodes are meaningful to me. It was real to me. Like when we used to have one episode at one time, bro. Like, and I don't know me.
All right, fellas. We probably missed on a lot of takes. We probably hit on a lot of takes. You know, we had good fun. Alex wore a Peacemaker helmet the entire time. That's dedication.
That's crazy.
I'm so uncomfortable. My eyes, like my
that's impressive. It's crazy that they gave you the shitty helmet, by the way. Like they didn't even give you like the full on like helmet, you know?
Oh, wow.
I feel like it's decent quality.
It's almost exactly like this helmet that I have of a Predator.
Well, no, like this is here. Give me a second.
Tell me what's the
George like his first helmet.
George got one, but I think he threw that bitch away. He didn't even like. He's like,
yeah, I don't know. No, it's somewhere around.
Okay, maybe it is that original helmet. I always thought he had a bigger helmet in Suicide Squad.
I kind of want to rewatch that. Now.
I was wrong. You
want to rewatch what?
Suicide Squad, because like
it's so good, bro.
It looks good. It gives me vibes.
It's like the perfect James Gunn movie because it's these idiots that like, but like they're supposed to be idiots. I don't know.
Pete Davidson's in it. for like 2 seconds.
Who's in it?
He is in it for 2 seconds.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, guys, my mission is to spread the absolute propaganda. Chat. Let's
Absolute Batman.
Absolute Wonder Woman is the best one, by the way.
Give DC more money, man.
Okay. I love y'all. Good night.
Wait! Don't leave. Because I think the DCEU or the DCU might be doomed.
Yeah, dog. When did you get that bullshit?
I'm giving Peacemaker season 2 no big dooms.
All right.
Maybe one.
Wrap us up, Cam. That's the end of it.
Dog, where did that come from? Where did you
subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the TikTok and Instagram and all of that. Subscribe to Sammy and Alex and George and myself. And I love y'all. That was funny. Why'd you buy?